everybody, and welcome to the gold medal game of the World Junior Championships up in Ottawa. What a night, what a sight. Team USA trying to win back-to-back golds for the first time ever at the World Junior Championships. They're facing off against Finland, who last won gold back in 2019 when they beat Team USA by a final score of 3-2. Alongside Mark Parrish and Dave Starman, I'm Jamison Coyle. Welcome. We hope you're doing well at home. A big night, obviously a big hockey game coming up. We'll get you ready for the opening face-off, but you guys also looking forward to a big kickoff tonight as well.
We got a little Vikings-Lions thing going here.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little. You know, our heads are in hockey tonight, but our hearts might be following the NFC right now.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
From two different perspectives.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, big game, gold on the line tonight up in Ottawa between Team USA and Team Finland. What do you make of these two teams and the way this one might play out tonight in the next couple of minutes?
What's very interesting is when you watch the Finns on tape, boy, they look like the Czechs. I mean, they do so many things that the Czechs do really well. They're real good in the neutral zone. They're real good up ice. They transition real well. They've got some big bodies that can skate. So I think for the U.S., that's a bit of a challenge, is just to kind of figure out that quagmire like they did last night.
You know, and I look at it as I remember going into a championship game in the World Juniors, and it's controlling that emotions. Not necessarily nervous, but so excited to be getting this opportunity to play for your country that all kind of that enthusiasm can hit you almost just like nerves. Might go out there, take a couple too many penalties early, but this is going to be a spectacular game because Finland plays the most North American style of any of the European countries.
We talked about the veteran leadership on this Team USA team coming into this tournament. 10 returning players from last year's gold medal winning team. Leadership. How about the guy wearing the C, Ryan Leonard, and what he's done for the team throughout this tournament the last couple of weeks?
You know, you brought up a great point about emotion swings and too much energy. And you remember the old line with, you fight Mike Tyson, you always got a plan to get punched in the mouth?
Yep.
When the U.S. has gotten smacked in the mouth, it's been Ryan Leonard that has really helped settle this team down. It's been his leadership on the bench, saying the right things. It's been his leadership in practice, leadership in games, leadership just around the dressing room, on the bus, whatever the case is. He's been the guy that has been in people's ears, holding guys accountable, keeping everybody egos out, bodies in, and that to me has been one of his best contributions.
And when you look at a leader for a team, obviously you need a captain that's going to say the right things, step up there, maybe challenge the guys. But it's a whole different ballgame when you have a leader that says it and then goes out there and does it. When your captain, Ryan Leonard, goes out there and literally puts everything on the line, there's no excuses, Davey. There's none. You've got to go out there and follow his lead. Look, there's our captain. I got to play just as hard as he does.
And you remember what we talked about Leonard earlier in the tournament? Coaches' kids bring a different dynamic. They just get it. They know how to run a room.
I know Leonard in that top line, that Boston College line, gets a lot of run, a lot of the attention, a lot of the spotlight for Team USA, but they're getting contributions up and down this lineup, aren't they?
So the mantra has been from day one, it's going to take everybody involved, and that's really been the theme for this team. So obviously the highlight guys have produced some highlights, but the guys underneath have been really, really good. And that line with Casey Taranz in between Trevor Connolly, Teddy Stiga, they have eaten minutes. They have been monsters on the forecheck. They have set the next line coming up for success by playing in the offensive zone. Brandon Svoboda has anchored that fourth line as a centerman, dependable on the dot with Plant. Brunevicki has been really, really good. And Cole Eiserman, like, here's a guy without you said before, Mark, here's a guy without a home, and he has been almost their MVP.
Usually you get that extra guy. I remember when I was playing in Boston, it was Joe Thornton. It was that #1 pick. You get him for experience. They're not even going to play a shift. How about pulling this guy off the bench? Are you kidding me? You get your young guy that you're just trying to get experience, and he's an offensive juggernaut. I mean, it's just an incredible look for the USA. And like you said, Davey, the studs got to be their studs, but you're circling that bottom 7 because who's going to be the unlikely hero? So often in these big championship games, the game winner comes from somebody you are not expecting.
Go into this tournament, the more it feels like playoff hockey, right? The simple things work. Less of the fancy stuff. Brody Ziemer is a perfect example of how to play simple hockey and really be effective for your team.
Yeah, I know he's one of your favorites, too. Minnesota Golden Gopher. He has been terrific. He scored 3 goals in this tournament. When you watch the goals that he scored, you talk about, hey, it looked easy, but he had to make a play to score these goals, and they've been off of checks where he's beaten his guy to the front of the net. His body and his stick have both been in position with some extra effort to go and get himself into a spot. And what's the old expression, go where the goals are? He has been there and capitalized.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I love the one you brought up before. Here we were talking about Brody Ziemer, and you brought up Anders Lee. And yeah, I talk about a guy that understands his position, knows all about body positioning, first and foremost, just getting there, but then obviously squaring up to the shooter, having the poise in front of the net. He scored one goal earlier in the tournament where he had all kinds of time and space in front of him, but he had to let the play develop, where most young guys are going to run down and charge into the net. He didn't. He stayed back, gave plenty of room, let the play develop, and had a little tap in back door.
And I said to Mark earlier, I said, when Anders Lee was in college playing at Notre Dame, I always felt he had the best shoulders in college hockey. Ziemer really reminds me of it because he uses his shoulders so well to get inside to score hard area goals.
All right, Head and Shoulders. This is not a shampoo ad. For more on this game, let's send it out to the guys calling the action. Tony and EJ up in Ottawa. Fellas.
In 2004, Team USA won their first gold medal at this tournament. Matt Carl was part of that team. 21 years later, his brother, David Carl, is trying to make a new kind of history for Team USA at the World Juniors. He's trying to win back-to-back gold medals. The Team USA has never done that before at this tournament. They're going for history tonight.
They sure are, and they've done it in a lot of different ways throughout this tournament. I think they've gotten better each and every game. The BC line with Leonard, Higgins, and Perreault got all the attention early. Then you see a ton of depth come up to play and be a big part of it. But Trey Augustine has been their anchor. He had a little bit of a slow start to the tournament, but each and every game gets better and better, and made the big save in the last game against the Czechs. And then on the offensive side, Ryan Leonard has been a horse. He's been a power forward. He's been a skill forward. He's been just about everything on anything you could ask of a forward on how to be a leader and be somebody that contributes at the big time. And on the other side of it, on the wing for Higgins, is Gabe Perreault. And Gabe Perreault has made at least 4 sensational passes each game, and they have led to lots of big goals for the American team.
So for Team USA tonight, to get this done and to make some history, they're going to have to beat Finland. And Finland was already able to beat Team USA in pool play 4-3 in overtime. And to beat the Finns, I think you've got to start by finding a way to solve their goaltender, Petteri Rimponen. He has been terrific in this tournament, .939 save percentage. I think it starts there.
He has been extremely good. And one of the reasons he's been good is because the Finnish defense has played solid in front of them. They've seen pucks. They've done a really good job of boxing out, not allowing those second and third opportunities. That makes and allows him to play at the top of the crease. And when you can do that as a goaltender, you don't see much net as a shooter. So their team has allowed him to be their best player. So yes, they have to be good there. Another area that Finland is really good at is on the transition. USA, which has been very disciplined on their puck decisions, especially in the last 3 games, has to do the same thing. If they have to dump it in and grind it out for a little while, that's the strategy that they've used in the last 2 games, and it's led to frustrating the other team. They'll have to do the same thing tonight.
Well, Team USA and Team Finland played for a gold medal exactly one other time. It was 5 years ago today, and the Finns, on a late goal with 86 seconds left on the clock by Kaapo Kähkönen, won that gold medal. Team USA will be looking for a little payback tonight here in Ottawa.
All right, guys, thank you very much. The United States guaranteed to win a medal for the 8th time in the last 10 tournaments. Guess what? They want golds. A gold would be their 3rd in the last 5. Can they do it back-to-back years for the first time ever? We'll find out. The opening face-off for the gold medal game is coming up next. Team USA 6-2 all-time in gold medal games. The last time the Americans lost in the gold medal game was 3-2 against Finland in Vancouver back in 2019. They won the gold last year over Sweden, 6-2 the final, trying to go back-to-back golds for the first time ever. Mike Kelly with Team USA head coach David Carl.
Well, Coach, it's almost that time as we get set for puck drop here, gold medal game. When you address the team before the game, what will your message be?
Well, I think it's a lot of excitement. You know, we need to build on what we did yesterday, play for each other, and we've earned the opportunity to be in this moment, and we have to go seize it.
You've seen Finland now twice, once in pre-tournament action, once in the preliminary round. What have you seen that you think you can apply to this game that can ultimately, hopefully, give your team an advantage and get a win?
Well, I think a big thing is last time we played them, we took 6 penalties. So being disciplined, not getting them on the power play. I think we can do a better job in our puck management as well. Just make them defend, make life a little harder on their goaltender. We do those 2 things, the puck will be in our end less.
First goal of a game is always important. You've scored first 5 times in this tournament. You've won all those games. In a winner-take-all game, how much more important does it become?
Yeah, I think you'd always love to score the first goal, but you don't always get to script it that way, and so I think we need to be prepared for whatever comes at us. And I think our group has confidence, regardless of how the game starts, that we'll never be out of it.
You guys have big game Trey. They got a guy they call Showtime, Petteri Rimponen, who's tournament best .940 save percentage. What's the key to getting some pucks past him tonight?
Traffic, making him work on second and third chances. He's a very athletic, very competitive goaltender, but when we can create some secondary chances, he breaks down a little bit in and around his paint. So making him work and getting those second, third chances will be big for us.
Last one for you. You've got 10 players returning who were with your group last year. They've been through this game and they came out of it on the right side. Having that many guys who have not only been there, but won, how much does that help you in this game?
Hopefully a lot. I think they're trying to leave their mark and legacy on this event and USA Hockey and in a whole. So they're very excited, and I think looking forward to the opportunity and the challenge tonight.
I'd appreciate your time. Enjoy the game.
Yep, thank you.
All right, the Americans trying to win gold for the third time in the last 5 tournaments. What does that say about the U.S. development model right now and where that's at?
It proves that a lot of people who didn't think the ADM was going to work, it did. And there's been a lot of real good coaching development. There's been a lot of really good player development. And the players that have come through the national team development program have been lights out good moving along. But it's the coaches that have really made a difference, whether it be Dan Muse or Danton Cole or Don Granato, Greg Moore, Seth Apper, John Roboleski, and the great Nick Four, who's still there. It's been the coaching that's put these guys there.
It has been so impressive. You cannot argue with the results that they've had right now. And I'm a little jealous. It got started a little bit after me, so I guess I can blame USA Hockey for never turning me into a 50-goal scorer.
All right. You missed your turn. It's their turn. It's time to get you up to Ottawa right now for the gold medal game to Tony and to EJ. Guys.
Welcome to Ottawa, the Canadian Tire Center, and the gold medal final between Team USA and Team Finland. EJ Radek and Tony Granato ready to call this one for you as Team USA looks to make a little history tonight. Here's a look at the lines. And you can see those in blue. Those are the returning players for Team USA. Finland in goal. It'll be Petteri Rimponen. And for Team USA, Trey Augustine. Augustine looking to win another gold medal. Behind the Finnish bench, it'll be Lauri Mikkola. This is second consecutive tournament. And on the other side, in the same circumstance, David Carl, his second tournament, and trying to make some history to win his second consecutive and Team USA's second consecutive gold medal at this tournament. And Tony, we're just about ready to go.
There's no better place to be than right where we are tonight, each.
So we got Mike Kelly downstairs handling the interviews, and he'll check in with some notes when he can. And we are getting ready to go. And boy, this is an exciting night for hockey in the U.S.
Absolutely. They've come along. The U.S. program's come a long way, and to finish this tournament off and have a chance to win 2 straight gold medals would be really big for USA.
So Nelson now behind the net. Danny Nelson turns it back to Moore. Tries to get it back to Nelson. Quick shot there. And Ziemer was blocked. Good opportunity. So Team USA off to a quick start here on that first shift. Here comes Finland now. It's Helenius, his shot deflected wide. Chipped around behind the net. Fortescue with it. Another member of that BC contingent from Pearl River, New York. One of the top defensive defensemen, certainly for this team and probably in all of NCAA hockey.
Yeah, and Greg Brown, the Boston College coach, was an old U.S.-American player that played in this World Junior Tournament and among many other U.S. tournaments. Does a great job at developing future stars.
As Nurme throws it down the wall, it goes all the way to the other side. Nieminen tried to crash down. Here's a chance to the front of the net. A golden opportunity by Kiesinen in front. And turned aside there by Augustine. And Kiesinen has been red hot. He's scored in 5 consecutive games, and he gets a great chance there, Tony.
Yeah, they got the right guy for Finland to get the puck on their stick at the net front. Fortunately, Augustine was in good position, forced him to shoot wide. Jokinen will circle back now.
Looks to play it up. Knocked down in the neutral zone. And now we get a whistle and an offside.
There's Kiskinen on the bench, and you can see this one off of a forecheck. They pick up a loose puck on the boards. Pass was deflected, and you can see Kiskinen getting to the front of the net and goes to his backhand, and Augustine stay right with him for the big save, the first big save of the game.
Love the way Troy Augustine has been tracking the puck. He has been right on it. You saw there his head was right down on that puck. So big stop early. First goals are always important. Team USA hasn't lost when they've scored first. The only time was when the Finns scored first on them in their game in pool play. Lost that game in overtime. Here's Ralph now, and he flips it up. Down with it now is Terrance to the net. And that one is turned back by Ripken. And there's a shot that's deflected by Väisänen and went up over the goaltender there. So the U.S. almost got a break. And now they come the other way. Kupalainen takes a hit. They throw it in front, bangs around in front, over the cage. And Team USA will clear it out.
And so far in the offensive zone for Finland, 2 times they've gotten the puck along the boards, they've thrown it directly to the net. Not necessarily looking for a stick-to-stick pass, but looking for a loose puck or a battle off of some scramble.
There's Hemming now, 32 in white. Puck comes out of the zone. Plant with it, throws it back in. Swoboda in on it. Nice turn there by Kiipi Harju, the captain of the Finnish team. Here's a great opportunity, and just off the stick there of Alacio Roja. He had a good look, but just rolled off the stick. He scored the shorthanded goal to get things going in the first meeting between these two teams in pool play. Now we're going to get a whistle and an icing. We'll take a look at the all-time matchup between Team USA and Team Finland. You can see the 40th meeting all-time, second gold medal contest. 5 years ago to the day, they played in Vancouver. The Finns won that one 3-2 on a late goal by Capo Kakko. And you can see there the last meeting just a few days ago now, Finland winning 4-3 in overtime.
Doesn't get much more even than that one, 19-1.
It does not.
Two great nations, though, with pride in their hockey programs. The U.S. is obviously on the climb and has been for the last 10 or 12 years, and continuing to get medals and be in these type of situations to win gold medals.
Long stretch down the ice. The Finns have 2 first-rounders to keep an eye on. Elenius, who's number 19, is a first-rounder for the Buffalo Sabres, and Emil Hemming, number 32 in white, first-rounder for the Dallas Stars. Puck kept in up high by Väisänen, throws it down low, wraps around the wall, and Buium just flips it out. Expect to see Buium on the ice a lot tonight. Here's Moore with a shot blocked. Buium is the leading ice time player for Team USA, and by a wide margin, as that shot gets deflected up into the netting. David Carl leans on Buium. He has him at DU at Denver, and probably very comfortable with the young man.
Yeah, and he was a big part of last year's gold medal team, and so anytime you got a veteran defenseman that comes back that has that much poise, you put him on the ice. As soon as you look down as a coach and you see he's not breathing hard anymore, you said, hey, get Zeev, get back out there. We need you. It's a big game tonight, Zeev.
Zeev from San Diego, California originally. Played some youth hockey at Shattuck St. Mary. His brother was also part of this U.S. program in his time, and now he's at Denver, a Minnesota Wild draft pick. So Steve Buium will be a big factor again this evening. Kiipi Harju with a shot knocked down in front. Another Minnesota draft pick. Here comes Leonard the other way, driving hard on the right side. He fires one just wide, rims around, thrown back into the zone. Here's Perreault trying to spin to the net, knocked off his stick. Puck goes up in the air, and Nurmi comes away with it for the Finns. Throws it on goal, stopped by Augustine. He's going to hold on.
Yeah, we talked about Buium being on the ice a lot and being elusive and a very dynamic offensive player. Cole Hudson, one of the other U.S. defensemen, is having an outstanding tournament. His brother Lane, the Montreal Canadian young star, but Cole Hudson is 2-7-9 and +8 so far throughout this tournament. Been a big factor in the United States offense.
Keep an eye on face-offs tonight. The last 2 times these teams met, Tony, the face-offs did not go the Team USA way. They were out-marked in the circle, 40-22.
And just listening to when we talked to David Carl before the game,
that's a shot deflected over the net.
he was talking about the line changes and Svoboda coming in the center and making a few little adjustments in how they're thinking on the draw, on how they can work to potentially do better in that position.
Finns now control. Get it down to the goal line. A shot right through by Halttunen. Behind the net. Halttunen with it. Throws it in front. Good opportunities here by the Finns. Another shot deflected up. And it's still in play. They thought it hit the netting, but still in play. Halttunen now trying to drive right to the front of the net. It's still loose in the crease. Finally cleared out of there by Trance. And a quick shot by Kupalainen fired wide. So a real good shift here for Team Finland. A nice play there to kick the puck ahead. A chance the other way for Team USA. Stiga lost the stick. He kicked it ahead to Trance. But they couldn't make anything happen, and now the Finns dump it in. Booyah. He turns it over. Puck comes up high. Svoboda with it and gets it out. Nope. Strong start for the Finns, Tony.
Yeah, but one thing, and we're going to have a delayed penalty coming up on Team USA. One thing they've done consistently in the offensive zone, they're not looking to go stick to stick. They're looking to get into the net area quick, and they're going to make sure that the Americans have good stick positioning to take away those passing lanes. Otherwise, they're going to have a chance in the offensive zone to create something on those quick plays to the slot.
Team USA, number 22, minor penalty, hooking.
So Platt gets the penalty for hooking, Tony. Here's a look at it. And he gets the stick in and just drops it, but nonetheless, the penalty.
And this is an area that the United States has done much better the last few games. There's a drive to the net that you can see that Halttunen takes the puck hard to the net. So Augustine's been very solid, especially at the bottom half of the net. As you've seen, the chances seem to be coming low to him.
So Team Finland on the power play, 8th of the 10 teams at 18.2%. Team USA's penalty kill, 4th best, 81.8%. But don't let that fool you. The Finns have the personnel to make it work. They try to get it over to Halttunen. He'll be the right shot in the left circle. If you watch the NHL, and I'm sure you do, it's kind of that Ovechkin spot. So keep an eye on that because he's got a heavy shot, right, Tony?
Ovechkin, Stamkos, lots of guys like to tee it up from over there.
So he'll slide into that area. The puck comes to him now. Kicks around. Aronin with it. Takes a look. Fires and misses the mark. He scored the overtime game winner in pool play to give the Finns the win. Comes across now. They look to get to their set. Rautiainen, he scored the overtime winner against the Swedes. There's Halttunen looking for him. TVRU over to Rautiainen. Throws it all the way through. Good stick there by Zimmer, and he clears it out.
Yep, great stick, and you could see that the Finns were trying to switch into kind of a box-and-one there and get the 2 guys up top, and nice adjustment, recognizing that by the penalty killers, especially up top of being in shooting lanes, and then recovering back the sticks in the middle to take away those diagonals.
Team Finland with some speed now, hemming across. Here's a good look. Kaisen, and he scores! Jesse Kiesinen with a power play goal, and Team Finland jumps out to the 1-0 lead.
And this was off an entry. The United States did a good job in zone, but you can see the speed that the Finns are coming up the ice with. A little kick out to the outside. They drive the net really well with 2 shooters. The forward coming back is Moore. The defenseman takes the other guy going to the net. It leaves the trailer open. The trailer is right there. Kiskinen gets a hold of it, and as Augustine's coming out to challenge him, he's able to rip one just inside the post above the pad below the glove. So the Finns are off to a good start with their power play goal to take a 1-0 lead.
So Kieskinen now has goals in 6 straight games. Finns were shut out in their opener against Canada 4-0, but he has scored in every game since, and he got the tying goal against Team USA in their first meeting. So he's on the board again, but here's a turnover now. Perot with it, gets it over. Higgins throws it back, maybe one pass too many. Finns come the other way and dump it in. Augustine out to play it. Throws it up the wall. Here's Higgins. Gets it into the skates of Perot. So not the start Team USA was looking for tonight, Tony.
No, and there's a little thing right there. You saw the little pass by Higgins, and you said maybe one pass too many. In the United States zone, Finland has one mentality. It's get pucks to the net quickly.
And here's Kupalainen with a shot deflected off the stick of Kleber into the netting. So Team Finland on the power play. Breaks the seal, they lead it. 1-0.
We're going to take another look at the Finnish power play goal. You can see on the entry here, they kick it out to the outside, and Hemming sees the late trailer wide open, and Kiskinen finds that little soft area on the rush, becomes available, and handles the puck very calmly. He catches it, doesn't overstick handle, and is able to rip one by Augustine for the 1-0 lead.
Well, when you scored goals in 6 straight games, you're probably pretty confident.
Right?
You're feeling it, right, Tony?
Feeling it, yep.
Here's Kupalainen now, making a play to the net. He loses an edge. Throws it back up high. Kiviarju throws it down below the goal line. Miettinen had it, threw it towards the net. Bullion lost his stick. Miettinen throws it back down the wall. Williams still without a stick there, so that is not good news for Team USA right now. Kiviarju gets a bump there from Yzerman. Miettinen throws it down below the goal line. Fortescue on it, 5 in blue. Kicks around in the skates. Holton tried to make a play. Now Kupalainen comes away with it. He's watched up high, throw it down low. Holton tried to slip it through there. Picked up by Miettinen, up high to Kiviarju. Takes a look. Miettinen all the way through. They attack the player with no stick. Stiga now has no stick as he gave his stick to Bullion. Fake shot. Now there's a shot towards the net by Pianami. Knocked back the other way. He gets it in the feet, takes another look. That shot deflects up high. And it's kept in. Nice keep in there by Kiviarju. Hananiemi gets it down low. Long shift here for the Finns. Kiviarju in the left point throws it down low, and now it comes to Fortescue, and he starts it the other way. Gets it to center on the attack. Walks in, fires, glove down there by the goaltender. You get a whistle. Tony, they dodged a bullet over the last 60, 80 seconds.
Yes, you're right. Here's the chances that Finns did get off it. You can see the United States did get 2 chances to clear. They did. They tried to get it out. Both times it was kept in by the Finnish defenseman. And when you lose a stick, you're basically down a man. But I thought Teddy Stiga did a great job of recognizing his defenseman lost his stick. He passed it back to him because you want the guys down low to have sticks to take away those passes and be able to clear those pucks out of there. But Finland did a really good job of recognizing the guy that didn't have a stick and went there quite a bit to make it hard on the U.S. to defend.
Behind the net, it comes in front. And now just thrown out of the zone by Hunanen. All the way down. Menedian will chase down. We get a whistle and an icing. 9:51 on the clock here in period number 1. Kiesinen with the power play goal for Team Finland. They lead at 1-0.
That's important for the Americans now to figure out a way on how to change the momentum. Finland's got a lot of confidence scoring that first goal and keeping the U.S. in check so far. So a big shift here on a forecheck or offensive zone play out of these 3 guys.
Moore tries to wrap it around, and it gets caught up in the equipment of the goaltender, and now we'll get a little chit-chat in the blue paint. Team Finland strikes first. They lead it 1-0. Hockey fans, the future stars of the NHL from across the world will be in the greater Dallas area to compete for gold in the IIHF Under-18 Men's World Championship from April 23rd to May 3rd. All session ticket packages are now on sale. Head to comericacenter.com to get yours today.
And lots of those players will be in next year's World Junior Tournament.
Get a jump on it. It's a great tournament. You get to see many, many terrific young players, as you do here. Puck gets dumped back into the U.S. zone. Leonard with it. Long flip ahead. They tried to stretch out Higgins there, but just behind him. And Team Finland on the attack again. Little bump there by Hudson as he knocks down Nieminen. Hudson comes away, stretches it out to Leonard. Here comes Leonard now with some room down the right side. Pulls it up. His shot blocked. Goes behind the net. Taken away, and here comes Team Finland again. Oronen, 15 in white, looking for help. Takes a bump. Puck comes back. There's a quick shot deflected up in the air, and it hits the netting and out of play.
The U.S. had their first real outnumbered attack there as they made that long breakout pass to Leonard, who was flying down the ring. He had Perreault going to the net. The defenseman played it really nice. Leonard tries to drag and shoot it. The shot does get blocked. You can see him on the bench there. He's made a lot of plays and has Perreault on those quick 2-on-1s throughout this tournament.
So Ruohonen now in the circle against Swoboda. Again, face-off, something to keep an eye on tonight. Team Finland comes away with that one. Shot towards the net, knocked down in front, and held on to by Augustine. Will get another face-off.
Then he had to be sharp on that. I think there was a little tip on that right in front of the net. There's Trey Augustine, who has been very good the last few games in particular. There's the face-off, like you said, important face-offs was lost. There's the little shot, little quick redirect, that he stays strong on his stick and is able to corral that puck and get another face-off to the right of him.
So off the draw, Swoboda is able to win that one. Wound up the wall and a little bit too far there for Plant. He chases it down. Niemi to the neutral zone, and Team USA recovers. Conley tries to play it and gets it in deep. Niemi back for Team Finland. Long stretch up the middle. A little too far. And it comes back the other way. The Finns regroup. Niemi gets it over to Kiesinen. Throws it towards the net. A bouncer that goes into the equipment of Augustine, and he holds on. Tony, what would you be saying on the bench right now to the U.S. kids? Because they seem like they're trying to find their way here.
And I would the reminders are the same thing. Hey guys, what we talked about, we said we got to gain the line. We got to get more support away from the puck. I think right now there's Trey Augustine in the net. We get a good look at him. But I think the big thing of what has the U.S. been so successful with is the support away from the puck, their work with their speed. So when the puck carrier gets it, a defenseman sees two guys coming at him. It's not one-on-one play all over the ice. So I would say that would be the thing. Keep your feet moving, make sure we're coming to pucks to support it. No plays, let's get it deep forecheck.
There's a quick shot there by Haltonen, another face-off loss. And Haltonen he is not the guy you want loading it up. But Augustine turned it away. Now a turnover the other way. Here's a shot. Glove down in front. It's loose in front. And back home! It might have been Higgins. It looked like it was James Higgins in front who found that loose puck and pushed it past the goaltender Rippinen. And the Americans have tied it at 1.
And it starts off a simple play. The puck gets in on the forecheck. You can see the U.S. going after it. They're making Finland have to make plays to get out of their own end. Now they don't. Leonard, being the shooter, rips it low on the ice. Great save by Rippinen to kick it out, but you can see that rebound there. And James Hagan, Johnny on the spot, attacks the net, knowing that puck's going to be delivered there. And again, this nifty little stick, and out battles the defender as he's coming back to the net, gets 2 whacks at it, and is able to tie this game up.
So James Higgins with his 5th goal of the tournament, his 9th point. And boy, that's a big goal, Tony, for Team USA. As this was not a great start, but we did talk to David Carl about Rippinen before the game, and he said, you know, we want to get pucks in there. He'll leave some pucks around. We have to get to them. And Higgins got to that one.
Sure did.
So here's William now. Up high, the puck up in the air. And goes over the glass and out of play.
And as we see it again, it's off a forecheck. Okay, relentless hunt of the puck by the U.S. players that forced the turnover. And then when that turnover is made, if you got the mentality of delivering pucks to the net, if you're on the ice as forward partners with whoever has the puck, you get to that net, you beat your check to the net, just like Hagens did. There's going to be a lot of free pucks around that net to jump on and eventually put one in the net like Hagens did.
Williams circling behind the net. Fights off a check, holding on to it. Goes up high. Leaves it there. And Forrescue was able to knock it back in, but they lost possession. They regain in the neutral zone. So the goal is Hagens from Leonard and Perreault. The big boys come through to get this one tied up. Puck in the neutral zone, pass over to Ahonen. He comes in with a shot, and he scores! Under the bar on the blocker side. And the Finns strike right back, and it's 2-1.
Just a simple play on the rush of getting into a position where you don't feel like you can beat the defender and you try to shoot through somewhat of a screen. You can see it's a simple breakout, little chip off the wall, kicks it out wide. There's the wrister up underneath the bar that Trey thought he had a good look at to be able to knock down, and threw it in, gets the Finns that lead back. And you get to that, you know, you're going one-on-one on the defender here, and if you get to a position where the defender has position and is steering you wide, fire it at the net. And this is obviously a great shot. Pick the top corner, just under the bar.
So Ronan has 2 goals in this tournament, and they're both against Team USA. He beat Augustine off the glove in the overtime. And there's another chance in front. He's at it again. It's loose in front. It bounces around, and it comes to Leonard. Ronan has been a thorn in the side of Team USA, scoring the overtime winner in pool play, and now he strikes again. And the Finns regain the lead. It's 2-1. And here he is again with the puck. Ronan just flips it in that time. He'll go for a change. 6th-round pick of the Vegas Golden Knights. And he's been a big game player in the 2 games with Team USA. There's no question about that, Tony.
Yeah, and then the thing for the Americans, again, just stay with it. Just early in the game, don't panic, get to your game. Start winning a few more puck battles, puck races, a few more direct plays to the net. Those simple plays through the neutral zone, get back on track.
It's a shot fired wide by Kiesinen. Yari behind the net. Hensler is there. Ziemer picks it up, takes a bump, flips it all the way down. We're going to get an icing. 5:35 on the clock in period number 1. There's been a lot of shifts of emotion here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and there's two things. Yesterday, the U.S. Finished late last night. Finns finished earlier, so they got a little bit more rest, so maybe they got a little more jump here. But here's the goal again. As you can see, a little stick check there by Ralph. Almost gets it, bounces over his stick, and then Werner gets to that shooting area and makes that perfect shot.
So the Finns win another faceoff and look to get to the attack again. Miettinen in the corner, now Holtonen with it. He spins into the high slot, throws it to the net. Kupalainen back up high. Shot blocked down, goes to the corner. Miettinen with it, low to high. Kiviariu, he looks through traffic, throws one, it gets deflected over the net. The battle continues in the corner. The puck comes loose, and here's Ziemer now the other way. Brody Ziemer down the right side, throws it into the middle. Good backtracking there by Kupalainen. The puck comes free, and Kiviariu gets it the other way to Holtonen. Holtonen trying to attack the net. Puck knocked out of the way, and here comes Team USA the other way. Connolly with it. Driving on the backhand. Pulls up. Connolly to the net. And deflected just wide, almost an opportunity there. Bouillon from the left point throws it. Knocked down in front, just out of the reach there. Plant, another shot knocked down in front. Venetian comes in and chips it back behind the net. So Team USA putting on a little bit of offensive attack time. Puck comes up the wall, knocked back in. Thrown to the the front of the net. Connolly in front. Couldn't find it. Swoboda was there. It just kind of bounced around his stick. And now the Finns are going to fire it all the way down, and we get an icing on Team Finland.
Real nice shift by those guys. The Swoboda's line out there with Plant, and on the offensive zone, they went back to that simple thing of making Finland have to make plays to get out of their end, and Americans were in good position to break up any breakout opportunities that Finland did have and create a little bit of offense. Sets up Hagen's line in the offensive zone.
So David Carl goes to the big boys here against a tired group of Finns right now after that icing. Hudson trying to work in the corner. Now we're going to get a penalty. And it looks like both guys will be headed to the box. We'll sort it out for you when we come back. Team Finland with the lead.
Then you can see Ryan Leonard sitting in the penalty box for a coincidental minor penalty, with Halttunen being the player on the Finnish team. You can see the little bump there. Leonard is not happy, thinking Halttunen has a stick, which he may have. Turns around and gives him a little push, and both players will be going to the box. There's a little view from our ref cam. We got lots of different angles to watch this hockey game through tonight. You can see the ref's hands as he takes both the players through the penalty box.
And that's a credit to Paul Graham and all the good folks at TSN. Want to give another quick shout out to Paul Graham, who's retiring at the end of the tournament. Done a great job for many, many years with TSN and at this tournament. So good luck and congratulations to Paul.
And thank you for all the hospitality they gave us.
Been terrific. Been terrific. No question about it. Here's Nelson now. He pulls up off the skates, and Bouillon has to retreat into the neutral zone. So Leonard and Halton in the box. Teams will play continue at 5-on-5. Puck gets dumped back into the zone. The Finns will regroup. Long play ahead, and then just chipped in there by Hunanen. Puck comes too far for Eisman and back into the Finnish end. Kiwi Harju. Nice pass to Hemming. Gets it over to Oronen. He shoots. Stopped that time by Augustine. There's a shot by Pianemi. That gets deflected in front and skitters through the blue paint. They try to go D to D there, but that pass doesn't connect, and the Finns have to regroup. Pianemi behind his own net. Emil Pianemi gets it ahead. Here's Oronen again. Gets it ahead to Hemming, driving the net. And he's turned aside there by Augustine. Good opportunity.
Yeah, the Finns did a great job on recognizing the speed and being able to create a 3-on-2, which looked like the Americans were in great position in the neutral zone, but their speed blew by the forecheck, and they were able to use that speed wide. And then the hot shooter was able to get the net. And Trey Augustine had to be sharp to keep that one out.
Here's a tip into the zone, and now we get a whistle. Looks like an icing. Here's another look at that chance, Tony.
And you can see the U.S. is in good position there, but the speed was too much to handle. And Hemming drives wide on his backhand, takes it to his forehand, and Trey Augustine is able to stay with him and cover the bottom of the net. Gets that left pad on it, but good play by the Finns using their speed through the neutral zone. It looks like they got just a little bit more jump than the U.S. team right now.
I would say in the first 18 minutes, Tony, as we come up on about 2:05 left in the first period here, the Finns couldn't play much better, and it's a 2-1 game. There's a chance to the net, nobody home. Long stretch across, keys in it again, throws it to the middle, Minetti in there, off the wall, and here comes Team USA the other way. Connolly with Swoboda going to the net. He grounds it up in the corner, throws it back around, Connolly with it. Takes a look across. There's Minetti with a shot. Glove down by Rimpinen, and he holds on.
Good job by Conley finding Minetti at the point, and he had a little bit of traffic there with Swoboda in front, but Rimpinen was able to slide to the outside of the screen and be able to see that one and glove that, force the face-off to the left of him. There's a look at Hudson, who's been as exciting of an offensive defenseman as you could see in this tournament. He started with 5 assists. He currently has 9 points. Continues to lead the offense from the back end.
Team USA wins the draw. Bullion with it. Spins back to the middle, looking for a lane. Throws it through. Turned aside by Rimpinen. Holtonen behind the net. 1:30 and counting here in period number 1. Hensler chases back. Logan Hensler, an underager here. Draft eligible at the upcoming NHL draft. He'll be a first rounder. Puck goes back into the finish end. Moore's going to try to chase it down. Now he gets some support there. Puck kicks loose and out of the zone. Under a minute left here in the first period. Leonard fires it in. Stopped behind the net by Rimpinen. They get the breakout. Earn it ahead. Puck thrown to the corner. Ronan tries to get on it. He throws it back to the point out of the zone. Dumped right back in. Winds all the way around. And back out of the zone again. 30 seconds left in period number 1. Pass onto the left wing side. Down the wall, that's Hunanen. He gets knocked down. Team USA moving the other way. Off the skate. Chipped in by Higgins. 10 seconds left. Finns will hold on to it behind the net. It goes up the wall. Out of the zone. And that should do it for period number 1. And Tony, first 20 minutes, if you're Team Finland, you got to be thrilled. The only thing you're probably sad about is that it's only 2-1. You could be ahead more.
Yeah, I think they would be real happy with the period. I think they had a little bit more jump, but really the difference is in the game that the Finns were able to capitalize on the power play. So Americans just got to go back in, get a little bit more refocused, and get ready for the next 40 there in front of them.
So Team Finland leads it 2-1. Who's in the studio tonight? Let me tell you. Jameson Coyle, Mark Parrish, and Dave Starman. We send it back to them. Welcome back to Ottawa. 20 minutes in the books. Here's a look at the first period summary, and it was a nice one for Team Finland. They have the 2-1 lead. They have the shot advantage, 13-8. And Tony, they have really played very, very well. We talked to David Carl before the game, and he said one thing to keep an eye on is their ability to play off the rush. They scored 2 goals off the rush in that first period.
Yeah, 1 on the power play. But what I think they've done really well is recognized opportunities to be able to jump on the offense. And this is 1 on the power play. You can see the U.S. got a little flat-footed at the line, and here comes the trailer, and the goal scorer comes in, and Kiskinen buries it by Trey. And then here's another one, 5-on-5, little chip play. And then as soon as they get challenged, they're able to make a pass to speed. And that certainly was the case there. Oilanen steps up and is able to shoot one on just on a rush play that he was able to back off the D far enough to get to a good shooting position.
And you can see Kiskinen is amongst the league leaders here, the tournament leaders in goals with 6, tied with Chalet. A couple of Americans on that board as well. Stanzel, the Czech, with 7. The Czechs won the bronze medal today in a long shootout, the longest in IIHF history.
It was exciting.
It was exciting. We watched the whole thing. It was 14 rounds. And Saleh ended up winning it for the Czechs, so they take the bronze medal. 3rd straight year they get a medal. And so we will wait and see who wins gold and who wins silver tonight as Team USA and Finland battle. It was a good first period for the Finns, as we mentioned. Let's see if Team USA now can make some adjustments. They look like they're trying to get in harder on that forecheck, at least on that particular shift. Shot to the net. Blocked down. Pierce Hudson throws it ahead. Squirts free into the neutral zone. Hagen's going to try to chase it down. There's Perreault on it. Finns seem to have a lot of time, Tony, to make plays in that first period.
Yeah, and I think most of it, again, was the support coming to the puck.
Here's another chance in front. Oh, what an opportunity there for Ruohonen. Just missed it. Look for a turnover here. Gets it ahead to Leonard. Leonard now walking in, trying to fight off Jokinen. Leonard still has the puck. Leonard shoots. Stopped by the goaltender Rimpinen. Good job by Leonard just to get that shot off under kind of heavy checking pressure from Jokinen.
I mean, great strength. He one-hands the defender off of him. He's able to spin and get a good quality scoring chance from about 15 feet out.
Puck comes back now into the U.S. zone. Terrance gets it. Backhands it in. Rimpinen tries to fire it up the wall. Stiga keeps it alive. Goes back to the point. Ralph taking a look. Terrance, his shot deflected up over the cage. Eichmann on that one. Throws it down low. Terrance now gets it. Up high. Hensden shot. Goes to the corner. Up high and out of the zone. Hensler wires it back in. Stopped behind the net by Rimpinen, and the Finns look to come the other way. Keepalainen down the left side. Pulls up, and then knocked off his stick into the neutral zone. And we get a whistle and an offside.
Couple chances at both ends of the rink here. You can see the heavy forecheck, and Kleber loses an edge there. A quick little play to Ruhonen in front. He's a little tight at the net, and here comes the Leonard chance. Again, one hand on a stick, fights off the defender, and is able to get a good quality chance there. And Leonard has done that consistently as out-battled guys. His strength is incredible. Sometimes he looks like he's a man playing with boys out there. It's his power and strength.
Puck kicks around the blue line. Squirts free for Connolly. Now it's turned back the other way. And here comes Team Finland. Down the right side, Hemming spins back. Throws it back behind the net. The battle continues. Hemming tries to get the puck in front. It's bouncing around. Goes off the goaltender. And here comes Team USA the other way. Swoboda and Plant. Get it. Plant fires it behind the net. Swoboda trying to get in on it. Good work there as well by Connolly. But Team Finland comes the other way. Turned back over. Here's Swoboda with it. Swoboda coming in. Throws it across and couldn't connect with Zimmer.
Swoboda saw Zimmer on his one-time side. Tried to slide one in the wheelhouse. Just missed.
Now it comes to Hellenius. Consta Hellenius throws it back. Good stick there by Zimmer. Deflects it out of the zone. And then Niemi drops it back. Kiviharju. Back to Peniniemi. Finns attacking. Drop the puck into the zone. William there. Tries to get it out. Kiviharju is there. Goes D to D to Peniniemi. Throws it down the wall. Nerby got it back to the corner. Finns trying to get to their attack again. Shot through traffic, deflected just wide. Nerby in front of the net. Nelson takes a bump. Kiviharju gets it back over to the sidewall. Shot through traffic, didn't get there. Kiviharju again. The captain of Team Finland walking to the net now. Tries to get it through, knocked off his stick. Finland with a longer shift here. Remember, long change in this period. See if they try to get some fresh bodies on the ice. Niemi now coming into the circle. His shot, and he scores! Niemi just walks in and rips it. Past Augustine, and the Finns take a 3-1 lead.
And we're going to take a look at this one, and we're going to see two U.S. players as they're tracking the player up. It looks like on this play, you see the two Americans, the defensemen's walking up, and they collide with one another. Pianemi is able to read that, find open ice, and makes a great shot to the blocker side to give the Finns a 2-goal lead here at 3-1. And that man-on-man coverage, a lot of times when you cycle up like that, it causes some confusion, and it caused two USA players to collide, and that's where all that open ice was available.
So Peniniemi, a Pittsburgh Penguins draft pick, 2023 third rounder, 91st overall, playing in the OHL with Kingston. And he has been a force on the blue line for Team Finland. So Team USA has not been down by 2 goals at any point in this tournament. So let's see if they can respond here. They've got it in the offensive zone. Hudson throws it through, knocked down in front. Bro just couldn't get to it. Here's Kupalainen the other way. Just dumps it towards the goaltender. Augustine's going to hold it. We'll get a whistle.
We'll take another look at the goal. And again, as you can see, William coming up with coverage. You can see him bump into Nelson. It looked like there was a subtle pick by the other Finnish player there. And the Pittsburgh Penguins pick Peneniemi. Can you help me on that, please?
Peneniemi just ripped it.
He ripped it. There you go. Thanks for the help.
And you can see the 2 American players bumping into each other there. Moore and Bouillon. So it's been that kind of start here. But the good news is there's 14:37 left in the second period. We haven't even played half the game yet. And if you go back and you look at the gold medal game these 2 teams played in 2019, the Finns won the game 3-2, but the Finns had a 2-0 lead in that game. Team USA rallied to tie. It ended up losing late on the goal by Capo Caco, now with the Seattle Kraken, former Ranger player, but got a ways to go here. Terrence with a shot, turned aside by Rippinen. And even last year, Tony, in the semifinal, Finland had a 2-0 lead in the first period on Team USA. They rallied for the win. So we'll see if they can do something like that again. Player knocked down there. Terrence, here's an opportunity to the net, just wide. Fortescue throws it across. Chipped to the corner by Connolly. Here's Jokinen now for Team Finland. Puck squirts free. Stiga is on it. He gets picked there by Jokinen. Referees seem to let him play a little bit here tonight, Tony. Maybe more so than we've seen in some of the other games.
Yeah, I agree. And a big part of the U.S. offense throughout the tournament has been the power play. They haven't had a power play chance yet to get going in that part of the game.
Here's a turnover now. And Team Finland coming the other way again. Backhand towards the net. And that was dangerously through the blue paint. And it gets turned back again. Another opportunity to the net. They take a look. Kalanius gets it over to Kiviariu. Takes a look, trying to find a lane, throws it through, knocked down in front. Team USA again stuck in their own zone, D to D. Here's Peneniemi with another opportunity. He already scored 1 in this period. Benedian under fire. Puck in his skates, trying to move it out. He gets some help now. And then finally, Svoboda just clears it to center. Here's Peneniemi again now. Over the blue line. Watched by Svoboda. Puck thrown around. A battle in the corner. Bodies go flying. Now it comes back to Benedian. Throws it up the wall. Long stretch ahead to Perreault. He gets banged around. Puck comes loose, goes spinning, and now it comes back the other way for Team Finland. Now it gets a little physical there as Leonard throws Kizinen to the ice. Team USA now with some speed. Hagens throws it around the wall. Hudson with it on the left point. D to D over to Bouillon, takes a look. On the backhand, gets it to Perreault, throws it through, and turned aside there. Leonard with it. Now Bouillon behind the net. The battle goes on. Perreault comes up with it, throws it towards the front of the net. Nobody home. Team USA with some opportunities now, and then a shot gloved down, and we get a stoppage. So Peneniemi gets the 3rd goal for Finland. They lead it here in the second.
And here's Coach Carl on the break yelling out some instructions to the players. He's going to go to the board. It's between whistles here. Give a few reminders. Probably support away from the puck would be my guess, because I think that's where they need to be a little bit better. Is puck carriers working and creating a little bit, but they need more support away from the puck.
There's Hudson now. Moves over the blue line. Backhands it towards the goaltender, who just grabs it. We get a whistle. Looked like a close play on the entry there. I wasn't even sure if that was onside.
I agree. And for the U.S. team, they're a quick strike team. There's no question. They got plenty of guys over there that a game could be a little stale, and all of a sudden someone goes out there and makes a big play and they're right back in it. But I think it's really important just to establish, to get back to their game. And their game, the last 3 games in particular, as they've gotten better as this tournament has gone along, has come off of forechecks and cycles and crashing the net.
And they just haven't gotten enough of that thus far in the game. And you have to credit Team Finland. They are just playing just almost a picture-perfect game here through the first 30 minutes or so. The next goal clearly will be an important one. Could change momentum if Team USA can get it. Like I say, more than half a game to play still. Long stretch ahead. There's a shot by Leonard. Just goes wide off the backboard. Perot gets it in the high slot. Leonard fans on that one. There's Hudson, tries to get it through, goes up in the air, and Rimpinen grabs it. We get another face-off.
That was a good play up the ice to Leonard that stretched out the rink by leaving the zone early. Here's a face-off that he's kind of getting the business with the stick there. And then here he is driving wide on a long play up the ice, just stays onside and is able to rip one. He's had one heck of a tournament. He's involved in everything you could imagine physically, blocking shots, crashing the net.
Off the draw, quick shot there by Zimmer, blocked aside by Rimpinen. Rimpinen came into this game with a .939 save percentage, so he has played well. So they're going to have to work to get pucks past him. There's a shot that he deflects to the corner. Puck behind the net. Zimmer was on it. Now Nelson. Back to Zimmer. Up high. Manetian walks. Takes a look. Holding. Fires through traffic. Just over the net. Goaltender's lost his stick. And now Nelson with it. Goalie with no stick right now. Here's Zimmer. It comes in front. And then turned away by Hemming. And he starts it out for Team Finland. Just chips it out of harm's way.
And that Nelson line has been a momentum changer in all games that the U.S. has needed a little bit of life and spark. This line has done it in that fashion with a forecheck offensive zone, grind down the other team type of shift. Good one there. That long pass coming out of their end just missed connecting, but there was Zimmer's wrist shot off of a cycle, and then there's a wrister that just missed the top of the net by Manetian. So good shift for the Americans.
Manetian now with it, throws it ahead. Good job by Kangas to keep that play in the zone. The stretch ahead to Yzerman. Yzerman fighting off a check, throws it ahead to Zimmer, who just fires it in. He'll go for a change. Rimpinen stops behind the net.
Looks like Yzerman's getting a few more regular shifts this game.
You're down 2, you need goals. Who are you going to call?
Why not call Yzerman?
That's right. Doesn't do you any good to call the Ghostbusters. They're not going to be in this situation. Puck banged across to Yzerman. Gains the zone, throws it through in the feet of Terrance. He goes low to high, thrown towards the net. It's a battle in front. Yzerman is kind of tied up with the goalie. The stick is in the net. Finally, they disengage there. And now Helenius comes up with the puck for Finland. Long pass across. Rotiainen had it. And now Nieneman in the battle behind the net. Finns are battling. Puck squirts free. And then finally comes to Ralph. It turns it over again. A quick chance to the net. And Augustine's going to have to hold on to that one. So the battle in front continues. Ottawa, beautiful host city.
Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage and the power of 2 max strength pain relievers. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm.
Tuesday, women's international hockey is back as USA continues their title defense versus Finland at the Women's U18 World Championship.
A dominant performance.
Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network.
The IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship returns to the U.S. next year for the tournament's 50th anniversary, and all session tournament ticket packages are now on sale. Don't miss out on your chances for the best seats. Act now and see the top players in the world competing for gold in St. Paul and Minneapolis in the great state of hockey. To learn more, visit 2026.worldjunior.hockey. Great tournament here in Ottawa. It's going to be fantastic in St. Paul and Minneapolis. A lot of players for Team USA will be returning next year, most likely. I think it's about 10
players eligible for it. Dave Fisher pointed that out to us.
And thank Dave Fisher, great PR man for USA Hockey, does an unbelievable job helping us out. And we thank Dave, as always, for all the good work. There's a shot to the net. I don't know if that got through, and now here comes Team Finland the other way. Just chipped in there. Plant gets it ahead. Down the left side, nice move into the middle. Now Connolly pulls up, throws it up high. William to the net, bounces around in front, and Rippinen is able to grab it and hold on.
Nice play by Trevor Conley as his line mates were changing. He was able to back off the Finnish D, gains the zone, slows up and waits for help, finds the help coming off the bench, and there's a puck delivered to the net that doesn't get there with full steam, but William takes that wrister, gets blocked in front, and easy save for Rippinen to cover it up, get another face-off to the right of him.
Team USA comes away with the draw. Now we get a whistle, and they're going to do it again.
See a little bit more jump in the step here for the U.S. team.
Well, they'll need to find it. As with 7:41 here in period number 2, they're down a pair. We can get the next one. Here's Leonard with it. Goes low to high across. Hudson with a little move, gets into the shooting area off the glove of Rippinen. Nice play by Hudson. Kupalainen coming the other way for the Finns. He just chips it down beyond the goal line. Leonard is back. Fighting off Halter. The puck comes right up to Mietten and throws it to the front of the net. Good defensive play there. And they come out. Bouillon was able to get in good position. Leonard got knocked down. No call on that one. He gets knocked down again right in front of the official. And he's slow to get up. Dealing with playing with that full cage after taking one in the nose a couple of games ago.
And like you pointed out earlier, the refs are letting them play tonight more so than they did in earlier games.
And I would say that probably helps Team Finland based on the fact that Team USA is the best power play in the tournament. And they haven't had even one opportunity yet. Here's rolling to the middle. Attempted shot there, knocked away. And here comes Hudson the other way. Gets it ahead for Moore. Moore tries to battle there with Penaniemi. Puck still in the skates. Ziemer is on it. Ziemer comes away with it. Low to high. Shot through traffic. Deflected. Rippinen was on that one. Moore comes away with it. He gets it up high. Kleber takes a look. Pulls it back. Now just throws it and it ends up in the netting. After it was deflected, we get a whistle.
There's Ryan Leonard. Gets a little bit interfered with there. Goes down a little bit easy. And he's going to get bumped into again there. Lots of games that might be an interference call. Here's Bouillon with the wrister. That was Hudson. I apologize. Those two to get on the ice together are so similar on how they get up the ice. And there's a good tip by Moore that Rippinen is able to cover the bottom half of the net.
Durant's on the draw with Huninen. He gets it back. Oh, and just off the stick. Now, finally, Eisner was able to get the shot there, but he was in a good shooting position and just rolled off his stick. Stiga tries to pull up. Watch there by Huninen. Stiga with it. Apai throws it across. Batted back in by Hensler. Behind the net. Durant chases it down. Throws it all the way across. Thrown into the middle. Stiga off his stick. Durant's battling in the corner. Tied up there with Väisänen. The puck comes out the other way, and here's an opportunity for Laitiainen. Throws it down to the middle. And Hellenius was there, but Augustine read the play and got out there with his stick. Here's Kleber the other way. Adam Kleber down low, throws it in front, kicks around. Team USA comes up with it and try to force it back in. Higgins is there. He still has it. The referee gets knocked down. Puck comes up high. Just a shot, a blast by Hudson goes over the net. Good opportunity there by Team USA. Puck winds around. Kept in. Nice play by Hudson. But he loses. Kept in by Perreault. But he turns it back over, and now Team Finland is going to be able to come the other way. Play along the wall. Hellenius, he got taken out there by Hudson, and Team USA looks to come the other way. To center, it's Bouillon. Bouillon now with it. Gets it to Leonard. Back to Bouillon. Deflection. Good stop, and the rebound is deflected up into the netting. That's probably the best save for Rimpinen. The Finns with the 2-goal lead.
Well, you could argue Petteri Rimpinen has been the top goalie so far in this tournament. When this game is over, he will have made more saves than anybody else. You can see how many of those have come from the dangerous slot area, where he ranks first among all goalies, and that .940 save percentage entering the game also first. So tough test here for Team USA.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that, and he has been good so far when called upon.
Yeah, he made 2 great saves on 2 tips there, but the Americans now have had 13 shots this period that finished 4 shots, so they're starting to get more pucks to the net.
Next goal will be key, Tony, right? If the U.S. can get the next goal, they can get the momentum, maybe move it in their favor, start to create more chances. So we'll see if they can get there. They've been able to overcome just about everything thrown their way in this tournament so far. We'll see if they can make a push here as we play the second half of this gold medal game. Ziemer throws it across. Fortescue gets it ahead. Moore just winds it in. They'll go for a change. Nelson trying to create pressure on the forecheck. The Finns can fight it off. Here's Kiesinen the other way. He's got 1 in this game on the power play. The only power play in the game. Puck in the skates, knocked back the other way. And the Finns have been good at creating long stretches of time in the offensive zone, and they're up to it again. Here's Henaniemi. Gets it to Kiviardi. That puck is blocked down by Leonard. Venetian is there. Oh, he throws it right in the middle. Fortunately, Hemming couldn't handle it. Now Leonard the other way. He's got a stick in there, and the referee again not going to call it. Leonard is looking at the referee, but they play on. Here's Kupalainen the other way. Kupalainen throws it towards the net, deflected away.
And you can see Ryan Leonard working the refs there.
And the referee just pointed Leonard to the bench and just said enough.
Well, you can see him driving through here. You can see the stick gets underneath him, but you can see Ryan close his arm on it too, looking to get a call. And the ref says to Ryan that he grabbed a hold of it. That's why there's no call. There's the ref camera again. He gets a good look at it there, and he's yelling, "No way, no way."
And I mean, it really did look like he closed his arm out. I mean, I don't blame Ryan Leonard. He's trying to draw, to create some energy, maybe draw a penalty. Referee had a good look at it, and you heard him. No way. Yep. So that was it. You play on. Connolly throws it across the rink. Team USA gains the zone. It's Hudson. Throws it over to Plant. Cut up on the high cycle here with some speed. Swoboda shot, and it goes in! Swoboda just threw it at the net. It hit something or someone on the way in and eluded Rimpinen and somehow some way the Americans get on the board, and it's a 3-2 hockey game, Tony.
Well, we talked about the U.S. team out shooting Finland 13-4. That'll be the 14th shot of the period, and if you throw enough pucks there and you stay with that, maybe you're going to get yourself a bounce, and you can see it's pretty simple. Svoboda uses the space up at top, just wrist one through that hits off of, it looks like the defender for Finland there, but again, even if this puck doesn't go in, you can see the U.S. player getting to the net would have a chance at a rebound. So, like you said a few minutes ago, the U.S., if they got a goal, it's going to change the momentum of the game. So with 2:22 left in the second period, the U.S. has a little bit more time to work and keep this momentum going.
So Svoboda throws it at the net. It hit Daniel Nieminen, the defenseman, number 7. It hit him and it just eluded Rimpinen and just kind of rolled into the open part of the cage, and a kind of fluky goal, but Svoboda will take it. And here's another look, Tony.
Yeah, and Svoboda, this entire tournament has been there for the U.S., not only offensively, but face-offs, killing penalties, creating offense off of the forecheck. He's been very solid. So when you play the right way consistently, you get breaks, and certainly that was a situation when he threw one in the net. He was able to get a little bit of a bounce, and it certainly is a big goal for the U.S. team.
So we'll see if this swing of emotion here, they can make something happen in the final 2 minutes of period number 2. Moore throws it in front. Now Nelson with it. He gets bodied off. Nelson holding on to it. Spinning back, taking to the ice there. Jokinen, now Jokinen takes a hit from Ziemer. Good forward-checking pressure. That puck's fired all the way out. That's going to be icing. So with 1:42, Team USA can load it up if they wish. Offensive zone draw.
2 things since the goal, since Svoboda shot there, bounces off of the defender and into the net. 2 things that I've seen. The U.S. has, oh, there's Brady for sure, and the U.S. guys from the Ottawa Senators, there they are. I know Brady Tkachuk.
Brady Tkachuk is here. Shane Pinto is here. I think Lane Hudson is here as well.
Lane was coming, yep. So the U.S. has great support from our NHL players. There's lots of them in the NHL. There's another look at them. Nice way to spend their off night at their hockey rink, watching and cheering on their U.S. team.
So we tick down now to almost 90 seconds left in the period now. Puck over the skates of Leonard.
But the 2 things that I've noticed since the goal, Finland is backed up and got a little bit flat-footed, and the U.S. has a little bit more oomph in their jump, so to speak. So I think that goal was a momentum thing, and you know, there's still 1:21 to go in this period. It's important that the U.S. team stays on the attack, and even if they don't score, just keep the momentum heading into the next period.
And Bouillon got into it a little bit there with Rautiainen. And I'll tell you, Tony, I mean, for me, you tell me, they have been letting a lot go tonight, where in the games earlier in the tournament, it seems like everything was a penalty, and now David Carl is having a conversation there with the referee, Christopher Holm of Sweden, on the bench, and it seems like, and listen, it's a 3-2 hockey game, and both teams have the same, deal with the same things,
yeah.
But it just seems like it's a different standard tonight in this game, which is, I guess, fine, but it seems odd.
Yeah, and the ref went over the Finnish bench as well, just to tell him what he talked to David Carl about, which is the right thing to do from the official side of things. But the Americans now, again, with the Finns being a little bit flat-footed, where you draw penalties is away from the puck. You work to get in the offensive side of the defender, and he'll have to reach and get a stick on you. So I think a little bit more jump away from the puck could create that first power play chance.
And now we get an icing on Team USA, and that was a strange sequence because Team USA won the draw. They went to fire it in. It hit the linesman in the skate, allowed for the Finns to get the puck, move it down, which led to the Americans then icing the puck. So this is a crazy game sometimes. You played it. You know how it is.
And, you know, you can't get rattled. There's different things that are always going to happen. You know, that whether it be a bump off the ref, whether it be a bad call or bad bounce, and you just got to focus on the next shift.
Got to keep playing.
Control what you can control. And what they can control this last minute is doing things right. Getting pucks behind their knee, trying to outwork the Finns in the offensive zone, create a couple more chances here as we are in the last minute of the third period. The second period, I apologize.
Long stretch pass ahead. Gets deflected in. Cole Hudson is back for it. 45 seconds left in the period. He gets knocked down there by Kiesinen. Now, Bouillon is with it. Bouillon. Right on the stick of Leonard. Leonard down the right side. Leaves it. Good opportunity for Hudson. Walks to the middle. His shot and scores! Cole Hudson has tied it with just 28.7 seconds left here in period number 2. Off the rush. Team USA ties it, Tony.
Well, what I love it, with a minute to go in the period, David Carl sees an opportunity to get Zeke William and Cole Hudson on the ice with the Perreault line, with the Higgins, and with the Leonard. Leonard drives the D back, and again, the Finns backed up. They're getting a little bit flat-footed, respecting the Americans, and Hudson so dangerous on the rush, so dangerous in the offensive zone. He's not a typical defenseman. He's a guy that can find that space, and then when he gets the puck in a scoring area, he can pick a corner like he did just there. And what's the score?
It's tied, Tony.
It's all tied up.
Tied.
In a hurry, too. A little momentum shift on that kind of lucky goal from Sabota, throwing it at the net. U.S. team gets a bounce. Next thing you know, we're back to starting over with this game all tied up.
So, crazy swing of events. Swoboda scores just a fluky goal that hits off the defenseman Nieminen. And then Hudson off the rush here, Tony.
And one thing the Finns have done really well is stand up at the blue line and force the Americans to either make a play through them or dump it in. Here they backed off. Leonard drives the D back. Hudson joins the play late. He's got lots of space to get to that scoring area, and he made no mistake with that shot.
So 2 goals in just a minute and 53 seconds, and Team USA has tied this one up. And we come into the final 10 seconds of the period. Puck gets turned over in the corner. Finns looking to get one opportunity. 4 seconds left. Goes along to Manetian, and that's going to do it for period number 2. So, Tony, what a swing of emotion.
Yes, and I think the Finns are happy that that buzzer blew. And there's our goal scorer, Cole Hudson, as he gets headed to the dressing room to rest up for a big third period.
So Team USA down 3-1, gets 2 goals late in the period, a minute and 53 seconds apart, Swoboda and Hudson, and this one is tied. Let's get into the studio. Jamison Coyle, Mark Parrish, Dave Starman.
Smash through the
broadcast of this game is authorized by USA Hockey. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of any image, sound, account, or description of this game without the express written consent of USA Hockey and the International Ice Hockey Federation is strictly prohibited. Welcome back to Ottawa. EJ Raddick, Tony Granato, Mike Kelly downstairs. Look at the second period scoring summary. And Tony, really, the USA getting 2 goals in a minute 53 to tie this thing up. Just take us through those 2 goals, because it was kind of a crazy sequence where they got this tied up.
Well, what I'll tell you is I don't know if the Finns could have played any better than they did. And the U.S. was looking for some sort of momentum changer. And Brandon Sabota is going to be the guy that gets the U.S. team going. It's a simple shot, but Max Plant is at the net. You can see it go off of the defender there. Rimpinen has no chance on this one as he slides over to try to cover the other side of the net. And then a couple shifts later, Cole Hudson is on the ice with Zeke William. Cole Hudson joins the play. Stick handles through 2 defenders, gets to the middle of the ice, and Rimpinen is in great position here. This is a perfect shot, posted in. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 3. And you can see right there, that's Coach Steve Miller. That's who's in charge of the defense. He decided, and the bench recognized, he wanted Hudson and he wanted William on the ice for that last minute, and because of that, this game is tied up.
So here we go. 20 minutes, or maybe more, for the gold medal. Team USA and Team Finland tied at 3 as the third period is underway. Niemi winds it around the wall. Comes up to Huninen. Throws it in. Fortescue, nice spin move there to get away from a checker. Now he does get taken in there. Finally comes away with it, gets to Moore. Oliver Moore to center. Fires one in off the high glass. Team USA will go for a change. Behind the net. Nieminen comes out. Leonard tried to flush him out, fell down, comes the other way. Puck deflected, long pass ahead as Higgins tried to hit Leonard, who was behind the play. He flips it ahead now. Here's Hudson with a shot, and that's deflected off the back wall. Cole Hudson everywhere right now.
Is he a defenseman, center, and left
here's
winger?
a chance for Barreau. His shot just misses. Team USA comes out with some quick opportunities. Hudson looking. Little juke, fires one. That goes up in the air over the net. Perreault with it. Perreault behind the net, looking for make a play. On the backhand, goes to the forehand, throws it across. Now Leonard in the corner, back behind the net, winds around. Long pass across, nobody home there. Nieneman gets it for Team Finland, and meanwhile Perreault is able to jump on that loose puck in the corner. Then the puck finally cleared down the ice, and Ralph has to retreat. Tried to move it ahead, knocked down by Haltonen. There's a backhand that goes through into the corner. Plant tries to shovel it out, kept in by the Finns. Puck winds around. Connolly throws it across, up in the air. Hagens is there, and then batted in the zone by Plant. Hagens will go for the change. Pretty good start for Team USA to the third.
Yeah, great start. It started with 3 dumps, and they got possession on 2 of them. Were able to create a little bit in the offensive zone, but it looks like they've carried the momentum and that jump that they got at the end of the second period here into the start of the third.
Get the puck into the neutral zone. Here's Plant with it. Off his stick. Hemming now for Finland. Down the left side. The right shot. Puck knocked off his stick. Try to throw it out. Comes into the skates of Suboda. They bat it around. Now it comes back to the Finnish blue line. Kiviarju with it now. Throws it ahead to Alessio Rayo. Americans putting much more pressure on the puck right now, Tony.
Better jump and better confidence in knowing that their partners are there to support each other. You can see the track back through the middle. You can see D confident to stand up there and force the dump. So a lot better working together as a unit of 5 and staying connected.
Puck pushed to the corner. Comes through the middle, kept in at the point. Shot gloved down by Augustine. He'll leave it for his defenseman. Fortescue ahead. Through Stiga, goes all the way down. No icing on the play. Jokinen, he takes a bump there from Yzerman. Picked up there by Tukala. Tukala to center, chips it in. Minetti backhands it up the wall, and here comes Nelson. Throws it to Moore. He gets bumped off the play there. Now it's Fortescue with it. And just dumps it in. Goes around the wall. Chips up in the air. Zimmer is there in the corner. The battle continues. They try to go low to high, but picked off by Hunninen. He comes the other way for the Finns. Throws it in off the back of the net. Minetti spins away. There's Ralph with it now for Team USA. Tries to get it out and does, and now it's out of play. 15:51 here left to play in the third period.
There's Cole Hudson. And you can see a shift earlier in this period. You can see him up there driving to the net. And again, he's a defenseman that is very active. And if I'm a forward like Perreault and Leonard and Hagens, and I know I got a D that's active, it makes it that much more space for me by the hecticness that he is creating with the defense trying to read what's coming at him. So there's a look at Perreault there, who's been a sensational passer throughout this tournament, made play after play. Very productive.
Finns win the draw, throw it through. It just slides through the top of the blue paint. Ralph is on it, gets chased back there. Up the wall and out of the zone. Finnish captain, Kiviharju, throws it across. Pieniemi. Back to Kiviharju, and that puck gets chipped in. He'll go for a change. Stopped by Augustine behind the net. Here's Minetti. Over to Ralph. He's got some room. Gets to center and wires it in. Winds all the way around. Connolly is there. But Team Finland comes away with it. It's Jokinen. Ahead to Kiesinen. It's in the skates there of Hudson. And he fights off Miettinen and gains control. Uses the net and comes the other way. Gets it over to Hagens. Hagens through the middle with some speed. Connolly now. Shot at the net. That one goes over and off the glass. Kupalainen throws it ahead. Knocked around at the blue line. Team USA coming the other way. Here's Leonard now driving to the net. Ryan Leonard shot stopped there by Rumpinen. comes all the way back down the ice. Augustine will have to play a good opportunity, Tony.
And Ryan Leonard again finds a way, and this is consistent throughout the tournament as well, of finding a way to be behind the defense and relying on the defense to get that puck up to him, and he had a great scoring chance there to give the U.S. a lead.
Here's Perot now dancing, looking for space. Up high, throws it across. Here's Hudson, gets it to Bouillon, walking in, a chance in front, and just off the stick of Leonard, just missed the far post. It was a tap in. Just couldn't finish. Great play by Bouillon to set it up. And now the puck out of the zone. Hudson pulls up. Looks to gain the zone. Does. A little chip pass. Goes to Hagens in the corner. Throws it across. Knocked down in front. Comes back out to Bouillon. He takes a look to Hudson. Hudson holding back to Bouillon. Spinning, and then keeps it alive. Dangerous play up high. And Brunvik comes off the bench and gets that loose puck and fires it back in. High risk play there.
Yeah, but the blue line. You talk about Steve Miller recognizing how big that pair was at late in the second period to get this game tied. He goes back with them, and again they make a great play and almost get a free tap and goal that Leonard just missed on.
Here comes Tarrance with some speed. He wires it in, avoids a check. Rimpinen winds it back around the wall. Hunanen with it. He gets it ahead to Helenius. Throws it across in the skates. There's Hensler. Pace of this game really picking up, Tony.
Yeah, from the American side, they're skating better. They're supporting better. Finns are trying to defend.
TVR with a shot knocked down in front. That one over the net. Hensler with it. Gets it ahead. Here's Brunvik. He dumps it in. Heads to the bench. Zemer now with pressure. Puck comes free, and there's Ralph with it. Throws it over to Moore. Moore down the left side. His shot. Gloved there by Rimpinen, looking for that puck. So Team USA making a push. Leonard, what a chance he had. We're tied at 3. Fans, the latest and greatest Team USA and USA Hockey apparel can be found exclusively at shopusahockey.com. There's something for all ages. Don't delay. Head to shopusahockey.com now and join in the spirit of being part of Team USA. Fans in the crowd, some good USA gear.
Another great crowd here tonight.
We are coming down to the wire here at the Canadian Tire Center. It's been a great couple of weeks. And Team USA now looking to take the lead if they can. We're tied at 3. Leonard up high, throws it across. Bouillon with it. He's got some room. Cuts to the middle. Takes a look. Defended well there, just throws it down the wall. Leonard. He loses it. Now it's going to be a break the other way. Kiesinen, it's in the skates. It comes right back to Kiesinen. He's got a chance. His shot is blocked. Kiesinen up high. He's able to keep it alive, but it goes to Hudson. Hudson up the wall and out. Puck chipped around in the neutral zone. Jokinen was there for Team Finland. He sends it back to Kiviarju. Finns regrouping now. Looking to come out with some speed. Kupalainen. They're going to be off. That looked offside there. Ruled onside.
Very close.
Looked like he had to skate in the air. Puck comes loose up the wall. Connolly gets it ahead. And they come the other way. Here's Manetian driving down the right side. Manetian towards the net. Throws it through the crease. Good chance there by Aaron Manetian. There's another shot to the net. Knocked down in front. In the skates. It's Plant with a shot. Blocked away. Back to the point. Fortescue down the wall. Plant with it. Attacking the net, throws it through. Knocked away, comes up the wall, and out of the zone. Fortescue now. He looks to attack, gets it ahead to Tarrance. Tarrance pulls up. Looking, throws it to the net. Now we have a collision in the net area. The goalie's down. The net is looked off the mooring. And you can see Plant is in there.
Great concentration by Rimpinen and finding a way to keep his eye on the puck. I don't think that was going to be a goal had it gone in. but as he is taught to always stay focused on the puck. You see Plante loses an edge, slides into the goaltender there, and there's the glove save as he's laying sideways in his crease. Look at that puck focus. Wow. Look at that backhand glove save. There's the net cam for us. Max Plante going hard to the net there.
So 10:38 left here in the third period. We're tied at 3. If we need overtime, there'll be a 15-minute intermission, and then we play 3-on-3 overtime, 20-minute periods until we get a winner. Here comes Stiga now with some speed. Puck gets dumped in behind the net. Stiga's on it. Up the wall. Kept alive there by Hensler. Goes back behind the net. Cole Eiserman is on it. He loses. Comes through the middle. Finns come the other way. That pass a little bit too far. It comes all the way down the ice. We're going to get an icing. 10:06 on the clock here in period number 3.
And we'll see who jumps on the ice. It looks like Ziemer and Moore and Nelson for the offensive zone faceoff. You can see that this period, Coach Carl has decided to keep those two defensemen together and play them with the Perreault and Higgins and Leonard line. So William and Hudson will be out there with those guys as a 5-man unit.
Off the draw. Won by Team Finland. They look to move it ahead. Just off the stick. There, Buronen. He's got one of the goals for the Finns tonight. Battle in front of the scorers table there. It's turned over. Weber threw it down and went off the glass all the way down. We're going to get a whistle and an icing.
The U.S. has done a much better job in the last period and a half of defending. They've only given up 6 shots in the last 30-plus minutes of play.
I'd say that's pretty good.
That's pretty good when you got Trey Augustine in the back as your goaltender.
Face-off won by Team Finland. Kivi Harju throws it towards the net, knocked down in front. Comes loose, and Team USA comes away with it. Ziemer to center and just shovels it in. Behind the net, Penaniemi. Helenius trying to move down the wing. Good job by Hudson to squeeze him off. Leonard with it. To Bouillon. Higgins now. Throws it through. Bouillon. In the circle, going to the net. Backhand just missed the far post. Hudson tries to keep it alive. Couldn't do it. Bouillon just chips it back in. Long stretch, but Team USA bottling up the middle. Here's Leonard now with it. Leonard in the high slot. Shot got deflected. Here's a pass to the goal line. Just off the stick there, Perreault. Penaniemi tries to throw it out. And they do get ahead. Helenius with it down the right side. Throws it across. Here's some room. Rottiainen with a shot, and he misses just wide. Helenius now with it. Spinning back. Helenius up high. Throws it down the wall. Väisänen. Puck in the skates. Picked up by Bouillon. He tried to flip it. It came right back to him. Bouillon over on the right side to Leonard, gets to center, and just throws it at the goaltender, and the U.S. will get a change. 8:20 left here in the third period. Tied at 3. Long pass too far. That's going to be an icing.
See the Finnish player on the bench there trying to get his breath. Rautinen. There's his play that he just rips one wide. That's probably the best chance the Finns have had in a while.
Look at that. Just missed.
The Finns bench was excited at the opportunity. Thought they might get one past Augustine, but just went wide.
So face-off now in the Finnish end. Swoboda out there for the draw against Ruohonen. 28 in white. Off the draw, kind of a 50-50 puck comes to the Finns. Flip down the ice. Fortescue has to chase back. Loses an edge. Kiesinen on it. Team USA up the wall and out. Plante looks to chip it ahead to Connolly, chasing down. Connolly spins back. He's got the puck. Looks to get it to the middle. Minetti jumps in and just fires it behind the net. Puck squirts out in front. Good battle there by Connolly. Two guys collide. You see Connolly colliding there. Puck comes up high. Manedian with a little bit of a fake. Down the right side, loses the puck, gets knocked down. Puck in the skates. Team USA comes away with it. There's a quick shot to the net that misses the mark and winds all the way out of the zone. The Finns will go for a change.
Good shift by Sabota and Plant there. Plant getting that shot just wide.
There's Fortescue gets the center and just rips it in. All the way around. Durant throws behind the net. Kiviardu comes up with it for Team Finland. He just chips it out. All the way down. Hensler will have to chase it back. He goes D-to-D a little bit too far. Puck comes in front. And Trey Augustine puts the big mitt on it. We'll get a whistle. 6:58 left in the third period. We are tied here in Ottawa. If you know kids who haven't played hockey and would like to give it a try, USA Hockey's Try Hockey for Free Day is set for Saturday, February 22nd as part of Hockey Week across America. To find a rink hosting a Try Hockey event near you, visit tryhockeyforfree.com and visit as often as you can because rinks are added regularly. Tryhockeyforfree.com. So we are tied at 3, gold medal game. Team USA rallying from down 3-1 with 2 goals late in the second period. Swoboda and Hudson, and that's where we stand. Fortescue with it. Goes D-to-D. Shot through traffic just wide. Manedian just missed the mark there. Goes all the way back down.
And when we say how close this game is, remember the series between these two teams is 19-19-1. So it's as tight as we could get here.
Come to what we expect between these two countries. Manedian behind his own net. Starts it up. Throws it ahead. Nice pass to Moore. Moore down the left side with speed. Moore going to the net. Good defensive play by Jokinen, staying with the speedy Moore. Puck kept in by Ziemer. Chops it into the far corner. Up the wall. Helenius tries to get it out. Comes back to Ziemer. He falls. Under 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Tied at 3. Shot down the left side. Over the net. Helenius wires it back all the way around. Puck comes up in the air and just try to clear it out by Ziemer. Goes to the wall. Finns keep it in. Here's an opportunity for Huinen, but he just couldn't get a stick on it. And now Nelson tries to get it out and does. Center. And Ziemer just dumps it in, and he'll go for a change. Fresh bodies on for Team USA. Tukala's pass ahead. Knocked away and fired back in, and we get a whistle and a hand pass. Team Finland, Team USA, deadlocked here in Ottawa. Welcome back to Ottawa. Tied at 3, Team USA, Team Finland. This tournament, Team USA trying to do something it's never done before, which is to win gold in back-to-back years. You can see the last 5 winners. Team USA in 21 and 24. Canada in 20, 22, and 23. So Team USA, if they can get one more and make that hold up, they'll do something they've never done here at this tournament. Back-to-back goals. That'll be something. They've won 6 gold medals going back to 2004 in Helsinki, Finland, of all places. Team USA beat Team Canada in that one. And they're hoping to get another victory here tonight. Puck squirts out of the zone. Chase back for it. Bouillon on it. Watched by Nurmi, and then spins back. Bouillon now. Moving it up. Holds on to center, and just fires it into the corner. Rimpinen plays it. Good forechecking pressure by Team USA. There's a chance! And just stopped by Rimpinen. Connolly had a great opportunity. The puck just trickled off him and through the crease and harmlessly wide.
It came off of a simple dump. Finland goes back, recovers the puck. US gets on it, forces a turnover. Connolly gets a good scoring chance.
Kupalainen down the left side. His shot gloved by Augustine, and he holds on. 4:11 left here in the third period.
And the U.S. does seem in control of the game. You can see the forecheck there. Higgins makes a quick little play to Connolly off of that forecheck. And Rippinen gets to the top of the crease, catches it up high, and trickles just wide to the outside of the post. You can see a look from the net cam there. Actually goes under the arm and a little bit wide. But for the Americans, they're playing well. But again, one goal is the difference in this game. That next goal is probably going to win it. So if they can remain confident and play smart defensively, not force play because they are in control of the game, but respect Finland because they are a quick strike team as well.
They win that draw, and Canadian threw it off the glass. Team USA now with the puck. Finland fires it in. Back in the zone. Pianiniemi. Kiviharju. Spins back. Watched by Zimmer. Finns looking to come out of their own end. Spun back again. Good pressure by Team USA. Now it comes to Ronan, and his shot stopped there by Augustin, and he holds on. The always seemingly dangerous Tomas Ronan.
And you're going to see how high and confident Augustin is. He's at way out of the top of the crease. Not much there for him to shoot at, and he catches that one in the stomach in mid-area and is able to hang on to it. Good positioning by him.
Puck comes down into the Finnish zone. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here in period number 3. Tied at 3. The gold medal at stake. Shot deflected to the behind the net area. Minetian is there. It squirts free. And Fortescue comes the other way. Gets it to Perreault. Perreault down the left side. His shot. Turned back by Rippinen. Tony, how are you feeling right now, a young guy out there in this situation? You played in these moments.
Yeah, I think the U.S. again, 10 returners. They were in a tight game last year.
Pass down the right side. Here's a shot by Leonard, turned aside by Rippinen.
So for the Americans, they got to feel very confident. And again, they're going with this unit with Bouillon and Hudson and the BC line up front.
There's a pass through. Good defensive play there again by Bouillon. Shovels it ahead. Perreault with it. Perreault leaves it for Hagens. Hagens with a shot, stopped by Rimpinen. Puck goes behind the net. Taken there by Huninen. Just throws it out of the zone. 2:13 and counting left here in period number 3. Puck turned over in the neutral zone. Finns jump on it. Here's a chance to the net. Driving, stopped there by Augustin. Great opportunity by Rautiainen. He scored the game winner in overtime yesterday against the Swedes. Connolly the other way. Under 2 minutes to play in regulation here. We're tied at 3. Connolly spinning back. Throws it to the net. Deflected into the high slot. They battle to get it out. Nerman gets it out. Minetian comes back. Dumps it off the wall for Terrance. Behind his own net. Winds it all the way around. In the skates of Minetian, has to go back. Terrance with it to Fortescue. His long stretch ahead, knocked down in the neutral zone by Tukala. Tukala chips it in. Fortescue will go back and chase it. 1:17 left. Puck up the wall. Goes outside of the reach of Kupalainen. Knocked back in. Team USA behind the net. Minetian with speed. Gets to his blue line. Throws it through, deflected in by Zimmer. Rimpinen plays it. Under a minute left now in period number 3. Behind the net, puck is loose, picked up by Nelson. He gets knocked to the boards, comes into the high slot area, bounces around, and into the neutral zone. Knocked back the other way, and Team USA recovers again. Moore with it. Throws it ahead to Nelson, a little too far. Nelson tries to bat it back in front. Haltonen comes away with it. 34 seconds left. Puck turned over in the neutral zone. Here comes Hudson the other way. Hudson gets it over to Perreault. Perreault, top of the circle. Loses it. Bounces free, and now Team Finland the other way. Here comes Team Finland. Alessi O'Reilly throws it through to the middle, goes behind the net. Good work back there by the Americans. 13 seconds left. Here's Hagens with speed. Hagens down the left side. No, going to the net. Oh, nice chance. He tried to get it to Leonard, but a good defensive play. It gets wound all the way down. And we're going to have an icing with 1.7 seconds left on the clock.
Wow, Ryan Leonard is going to go back door here. Looks like there's a lane to the net. There's the chance earlier, and here comes the Finnish chance. You can see Augustine has to be sharp as Rutiainen gets to the net, and here comes Leonard to the back post, but a great back check by the Finnish defenders, able to deflect that out of harm's way.
Face off, 1.7 seconds left. Let's see if Hagens tries to get to the net. You have Hudson behind him. There's Leonard, comes up with it, puck knocked away, and that'll do it for regulation. So we are going to need extra time to decide this 2025 gold medal game between the U.S. and Finland. We're going to have a 15-minute intermission, Tony. Then we'll come back, and it'll be 3-on-3, a 20-minute period, and we'll keep playing until this one is done.
Exciting, and we get to see more hockey.
That's right. Let's get it back to the studio. Jamison, Coyle, and the guys. Welcome back to Ottawa. E.J. Raddick, Tony Granado, Mike Kelly. 3-3. No scored in that third period, Tony. How did we get here?
Well,
help me.
It was a frantic start for the Finns. They were flying out of the gate. They used their speed. They were able to get the first goal of the game here just by outnumbering on the power play and getting a chance on the rush. And here's Hagens working in the offensive zone to find a rebound. And then here come the Finns back with a big goal. As you see, Ronan bang one home. And then the Finns take a 3-1 lead. Miami's goal on a beautiful play in the offensive zone, and then the U.S. got the momentum on some goalers shot from the top. And a minute and something later, here comes Hudson. And when you need a big play, who's been there all tournament? Hudson has, and this game is all tied.
So we go to overtime. It'll be 3-on-3 now for 20 minutes. Whoever scores first gets the gold medal. Thank you so much for watching tonight and throughout the tournament. It's been so much fun to be bringing the games to you. And Team USA, they get the draw, and they get possession.
And it's only appropriate with how great this tournament has been that we have extra hockey.
So here we go. Here's Perreault now up the ice. Gabe Perreault walking through, spins back, throws it across to Hudson. Hudson with it now. His takes a shot. It's deflected, and it goes all the way back into the U.S. zone where Leonard will pick it up. Ryan Leonard now with some speed to center. Leonard trying to move through. He tries to skate through, can't do it. And he's turned around. Now Leonard falls behind the play. The puck comes all the way down. Augustine comes way out of his net to play it. So much space out there. Tony, how would you be feeling during this?
Well, I'd be excited to be on the ice because when you're sitting on the bench and you can't control it, you're awful nervous. It'll be interesting for me to see how both coaches use their bench here.
Because you only need 3 at a time. So right now, you know Bouillon and Hudson will be out there a lot. And here's Bouillon. Bouillon attacks the blue line, gains the zone to Nelson, walks in, he fires one. That's deflected up high. Good shot by Nelson. Puck comes now behind the net, picked up by Jokinen. Jokinen behind his own net. We've played a little bit more than a minute and 20 seconds in this 3-on-3 overtime. They'll play 20 minutes. If we don't get a goal through 20, they'll do the ice again and we'll start over. Winner gets gold. Here's Kiesinen down the right side, walks in, tries to shoot. He loses it, could have numbers the other way. It's 3-on-2, 3-on-1. Here's Connolly. Connolly down the left side, throws it across. Oh, it was just too far for Zimmer. It was over his stick. They had numbers when Kiesinen fell behind the play. Here's Connolly with speed, pulls up. Leaves it for Bouillon. Bouillon now for Zimmer up high. Zimmer taking a look, goes to Connolly. He'll pull it back to the neutral zone. Team USA will get some fresh buys.
And we've seen a lot of this in the overtime so far in this tournament. If you don't have anything, pull it back out, get a change, get some fresh guys out there, start over.
And Leonard loses that puck, and it comes back into the finish end, and they'll look to regroup. Leonard comes in and tries to get the body on it, and does do a nice job there. They battle all over the wall. He gets the puck back to Hudson. It goes up in the air at the blue line, and now a race for the puck. Hudson tried to get in, and it goes towards the net and knocked away. There's Leonard with it. He gets knocked down. And the Finns come away with the puck. I would not expect a penalty in overtime the way things have gone today, but you never know. We had 2 yesterday with the Finns and the Swedes.
Good point, but the U.S. hasn't had power play tonight.
That's true. There's only been 1 in the game. Here's Aronin. Aronin fans on the shot. Picked up there. Here's Hudson. Hudson starts it out. Hudson to center. Cole Hudson over the blue line. Pulls up. Spinorama behind the net. He is bold.
And confident.
Yes, he is.
And dangerous.
And that's what makes him good and fun to watch. Here's one off the wall. Here's Higgins. Going to the net there was Fortescue. And now Higgins spins it back out. Higgins now attacking center. James Higgins. Pulls up, throws it through. Deflected by Nelson. Just missed the far post. Hellenius now for Team Finland. He comes to center. Sabres first-round pick. Hellenius drops it off for Jokinen. Jokinen to the middle. Back to the wall. Hellenius in the corner. The battle on the corner. Good stick play there by Stiga. Gets it ahead to Fortescue. Here he comes. Threw Fortescue down the left side. Didn't expect him rushing the puck in overtime.
Stiga and Fortescue.
Here's a chance up high now. Connolly taking a look. Connolly behind the net. Pulls up. Looking for help. Comes to the front of the net. Spinning outside. Still holding onto the puck. Connolly now spinning back. Leaves it there for Bouillon. He turns back. Watched by Hellenius. Bouillon now attacking. He's got some room. Bouillon to the net. Behind the net. Pulls up. Tries to jam it in front. Can't do it. Bouillon ends up with the puck still. He holds on. Back up high. Connolly with it. Throws it across. Bouillon shot stopped by Rippinen, and he holds on. Oh, what a chance.
I thought that was it. I thought Bouillon did a great job on backing up and opening up. And you can see the action, the frantic action at both ends. Here's the finish chance early on. The puck comes down. Americans make a good play breaking it up. Here comes the outnumbered attack. You see the little saucer pass to the net is just out of the reach of Ziemer. It just goes over to the top of his stick. And here comes Bouillon as Conley does a great job. Bouillon backs off. He gets the great one-time position. And Rippinen slides over, and he's not sure he has it, but he somehow sucked it up.
And off the draw, the puck goes all the way back into the U.S. zone. Skating back for it now behind the net is Hudson. He spins back.
That's the second face-off in overtime that Nelson has taken. And as soon as he wins the draw, he goes to the bench.
Hudson there watched closely there by Rahonen. Now Leonard. Leonard heard it from the fans here in Ottawa. I guess he's taking the place of Sikora, who has gone home with his bronze medal. Here's Perreault now with some room. Gabe Perreault with a shot stopped by Rimpinen. He leaves it there for Rahonen. Behind the net, it's Hunonen ahead. Gets it back. Watch there by Hudson. Thrown ahead for Kiesinen. Spins away. Puck comes free. Leonard is there. And now the U.S. controls again. Here's Leonard with speed. Leonard tries to walk through. He gets through backhand and stopped by the goaltender Rimpinen. What a chance by Leonard. And a great save there. In the corner now. Hagen's up high. Bouillon with it. Bouillon across. Taking a look down, he'll pull it back out.
And Ryan Leonard, throughout this tournament, continues to amaze me. 3-on-3, he's going 1-on-3. Somehow stick handles himself all the way into a breakaway and just about finishes it off and wins the gold medal.
Here's Bouillon now behind the net, all the way up high again, and he's going to take it back out. Watch there by Kiesinen. Bouillon Over to Nelson, the Islanders pick, down the left side. Danny Nelson behind the net. Throws it in front. Hagens and another big stop by Rippinen. And here come the Finns the other way. Indirect pass up the wall for Hemming. He gets to it. Throws it to himself behind the net. Puck comes out of the zone. Now it's a foot race. Here's Hagens with it. But Tuukka is able to beat him to it. Rippinen comes out to play it. Rippinen's made about 3 5-star saves here.
He's kept this game alive for the Finns.
Here comes the other way now for the Finns. Miettinen tries to go through Miettinen. He's taken down. The puck is held by Augustine, who will get a face-off as Miettinen tried to split through and almost made it.
Wow, here comes Leonard, 1-on-3, a little dipsy doodle to the backhand, goes backhand, headed beat, just didn't get it upstairs. Great kick save by Rippinen, but again, out of nowhere, he goes to his backhand, somehow stick handles through that mess and the Finnish defenders, and then here comes another chance as Nelson drives wide. Hagens gets it, and again, I think right now, if I'm on the bench, I'm saying, hey guys, we got to get these pucks up. He's covering that bottom half of the net. Let's use the top half of the net, put one upstairs, and finish this off and collect our goals.
So a face-off here. Alessio Ruha against Moore. Puck goes to the sidewall. Finns are able to get it. Pass across, deflected by Connolly. And Ronan will take it back into his own end. Look to attack with speed. He's got a goal in this game. Here he comes. Ruhan. Now back out again. Ronan likes to shoot the puck, and we've seen that. That puck comes in over the blue line, and now spinning back the other way is Kiwi Harju.
Both teams, when they don't see anything in the offensive zone, they pull it out, come back, and try to attack with speed. That's what the Finns are doing here.
And here comes some speed right now. Rotihainen. He comes in, goes to the front of the net. His shot stopped by Augustine. He got the pad down. Fortescue looking to make a pass up now. He'll think wisely and turn back.
Smart play by Fortescue, not forcing it.
We've played nearly 8 minutes of overtime. 3-on-3 overtime. Plenty of open ice.
Plenty of great chances.
And you will have no commercial breaks. Here's a flip ahead. Here comes a chance for Stiga. He's in. He scores! Teddy Stiga! His first goal of the tournament. And it comes at a perfect time. Team USA has gone back-to-back. It's another goal. They win it 4-3.
And the Nashville Predator fans are excited that Teddy Stiga will be a Predator at some point. And you said it, his first goal of the tournament. He saves it for the biggest moment, and you can see the celebration has begun. And the U.S. has done just about everything you could in this tournament to deserve to be here in this celebratory mood, knowing that their anthem will be played here in a few minutes, knowing that gold medals will be handed to them and put around their necks. For back-to-back times, for the first time in the history, the U.S. have won back-to-back World Junior tournaments.
They become only the 5th country to win back-to-back titles here at the World Junior Championships, back-to-back gold medals. The other 4, Canada, Russia, the Czechs, and the Soviet Union. Here's the play again, Tony. Just a great pass.
It sure was, and Stiga catches it on his backhand, makes a quick move like he's going to go all the way across, sees that little 5-hole available. Looked like Steve Bouillon made that pass, and you could see Stiga flying down that wall, getting behind their D's. Steve with his head up, lays a perfect saucer pass over there. And Teddy Stiga looked like he had been in that spot many times. There's that saucer pass over and in front of the stick. Stiga catches it with one hand, and there slides it. Just that 5-hole.
It looked like
it doesn't matter. I know it's in the back of the net, whether it's 5-hole or by it.
Here's another look. Wait, great play to grab that puck. Yes, it is.
It is 5-hole.
Yes, it is.
And this, you know, as you look at that pass there, there's not many players that can make that pass. And obviously, Z Bouillon was at a sensational tournament. He's going to get his 2nd gold medal in as many years. And Stiga, again, waiting for the right time. And let's give credit to Coach Carl for putting him on the ice. Well, he's shortened his bench. He used plenty of guys. He had Nelson out there for face-offs. He had, you know, I got to think he used about 12 guys. Here's the bench.
Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Teddy Stiga. They're going to have a long night in Sudbury, Mass, where he grew up. Another one of the BC group. BC and BU got together tonight because the BU guys contributed, the BC guys contributed, and the guy from DU, he gets to win his second back-to-back gold medal. David Carl behind the bench. And for the Finns, I mean, what can you say? Team Finland, they started off this tournament losing and getting shut out by Canada. They thought they played great. They won in overtime yesterday. They had a 3-1 lead in this game. And Team USA found a way to come back and win it in overtime.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the Finns because this game was even for at least the first 40 minutes. You could see as the game progressed, the United States started to take over with their speed and their skill, but the Finns hung in there. They needed saves from Rippinen. He made the saves to keep him in the game and give him a chance. But eventually that speed and that play-making ability by the U.S. team was able to be just a little too much for the Finns to handle. But a silver medal nonetheless for the Finns. And you can see the celebration is going to last a long, long time. You got Ryan Leonard and Zeev there giving each other hugs. There's Cole Hudson, who became the, what did Cole accomplish tonight? The leading scorer maybe of the tournament.
Leading scorer of the tournament, and he was leading best single season tournament by a defenseman in U.S. history with 11 points.
And his brother Lane's here watching tonight.
And you said it'll last a long time. I'll borrow a line from our old friend Sam Rosen, who's in his final season with the New York Rangers. For these young guys and their families, it'll last a lifetime.
Yeah, and very appropriate for you to say families, because there's a lot of families here. And when those players are on the ice and when they wear a USA sweater, they're not there by themselves. It's the people that, whether it be their coaches, their parents, their grandparents, the family members that have been part of this whole journey. When you're able to stand at the blue line with championship gold medal hats on and they wear the USA sweater and your country's colors, it's not just them that'll be celebrating tonight. And there's more gold medal winners than just the ones on the ice.
Has selected the following top players of this World Championship. The best goal of the tournament, from Team Finland, number 30.
So we're giving out the individual awards now. And the best goaltender award, I believe it is Rimpinen from Finland. He came in with a .939 save percentage. Best defenseman, Sandin Pellikka from Sweden.
And the best forward of the tournament, the meilleur attaquant du tournoi from Team USA, number 9, numéro 9, Ryan Leonard.
And Ryan Leonard gets the honor as best forward. And at the end of the day, these individual awards are always nice, Tony. But at the end of the day, what you want is what Team USA is going to get. You want the gold medal. And they're all going to get one.
A little bit of extra celebratory reason for guys that went, I don't want to say above and beyond, but when you look at Ryan Leonard's contributions, not just as the captain, but at any big moment of this tournament, he stood up physically, he crashed the net. He was alive on the bench. He blocked shots with his face. That's why he had to wear that bubble. He was involved in so many different ways besides just getting on the score sheet.
Accompanied by her invited guests.
And we're going to have the announcement of the Murray Costello MVP Award as well. Murray Costello, longtime leader in Canadian junior hockey, amateur hockey, Hockey Canada, just passed away last July. And this is in his honor.
Is number 10, numéro 6, Emil Pieniemi.
So Emil Pieniemi looks like he is going to get that honor. And unless this is just the game honor. So they go through a number of awards at the end. This is the players of the game. So Pieniemi gets the paddle.
And you're right. It's hard for him to accept an individual award. Tonight, you know, they were so close to winning the gold medal. It's all about the team success, but you certainly have something to be proud of.
So Stieg is going to get the Player of the Game award, and when you score in overtime, you get the game winner. You're the player of the game.
Attaboy, Teddy. And Coach Brown with 6 Boston College guys here. One of your BC guys is bringing home an extra trophy for you.
So they take the picture there. And for Teddy Stiga, I mean, what a moment. Just 18 years of age. He can come back and play next year.
He'll be back for another back in Minneapolis next year. How about that? It's coming to the States, this tournament.
Do we dare think back to back to back?
To present the
Well, why not? Why not? And a lot of expectations will be put on the team, no matter who's part of it, with the success that they've had. Here's our referees that are going to get
recognized for their work as well, and obviously don't always have the easiest job for sure, but a lot of hard work that goes into it. Tony, we know we're downstairs. We see these guys training, getting ready for the game.
And take your hats off to them. This is, like you said, and some of these refs, this pace of this World Junior Tournament was exceptional. I mean, you got first rounder after first rounder. You might have the first pick in next year's draft in the tournament. Might have the first pick in 2 years' draft is in this tournament. So you got elite players out there, and these refs did a great job of keeping up with the play, keeping the games under control. Tonight was called differently maybe than the previous. The U.S. did not have a power play opportunity for the first time in the tournament.
Presentation of the 2025 IIHF World Junior Championship Most Valuable Player Award. Moving forward, the Most Valuable Player Award for the World Junior Championship will be presented in the memory of Murray Costello.
So here is the Most Valuable Player Award that's going to be awarded in the memory of Murray Costello.
Can we take a guess on this one?
Including 5 years as Vice
You
President.
can. I'm going to go Cole Hudson. There's lots of guys I could say, but
Canada's program of excellence
5 assists in one game.
for the growth of women's hockey
Led
in
the
Canada
tournament
and
scoring
around the world.
as a defenseman.
So many
also
choices.
inducted in the Order of Hockey in
William
Canada.
played a ton.
Canada's Sports Hall of Fame.
Leonard,
The Hockey Hall of Fame.
Augustine, they say he made a check game with the
His
score
legacy
2-1.
will impact hockey in Canada and
Gave the U.S. the
internationally
chance
for
to move on.
generations to come. Here to present the Murray Costello Most Valuable Player Award is his son, James Murray Costello.
So this is Murray Costello's son.
The 2025 IIHF World Junior Championship recipient is from Team USA, number 9, Villeneuve, Ryan Leonard.
So it's Ryan Leonard. And he'll skate over and pick up the hardware. Another Massachusetts native from Amherst, Mass. Parents John and Cindy probably thrilled to see their baby boy getting a second gold medal and MVP honors.
Yeah, and Mom and Dad don't think that I didn't think that Ryan Leonard deserved that, but I thought Cole Hudson's performance was outstanding. But the intangibles that Ryan Leonard brought to this team and the leadership can't be measured because he had gone through this.
And Petra Giza, championship
Again, there's
chairperson,
the celebration that we're watching right now.
Wow. Silver medals to Team
You see the goaltender ripping in there, this crush, but he had a sensational tournament.
And just yesterday, Tony, it was flipped for Finland. They won in overtime to advance to the gold medal game. It's
number 30,
this is why we love sports. So now the silver medals will be handed out. You can see there's the captain, Kiviarju, who played just terrific in this game and throughout the tournament. They'll announce the players, and
you can see lots of draft picks as they get their trophies and medals.
yeah, there's the goaltender.
Number 10,
Ripping it. He was so good. Rautiainen, 38. He had the game winner yesterday.
Halttunen.
Yeah, Halttunen. I mean, he's a heck of a player playing in London right now. San Jose Sharks pick. There's Rautiainen.
He had the
game winner
yesterday.
Number 18, Rasmus Kumpalainen.
Hemming, 32 right there, gets his. He's a Dallas Star pick.
Number 21,
there's my guy, Alessia Roja.
He was dangerous.
He gets the award for the toughest name in the tournament.
Yeah, I left that one for you.
Thank you very much.
You did it very well, I might add.
He played great, though. He had
sure
3
did.
goals in the tournament and played very well.
Lanius was playing in Rochester for the Buffalo Sabres farm team. Had a big tournament.
There's Oronen there, 15, and he's the guy who scored the overtime winner against the U.S. and scored tonight. And then finally Jokinen on defense.
Number 32,
blocking shots everywhere, playing hard. Some of the other players within their group, management, training, coaching staff. You know, the Finns, the last couple of years, it's been a little bit of a struggle on the international scene. They have not, as the guys are shaking hands right now, the Finns have not won a medal of any kind in the last 2 years, you know, at the World Championship, World Juniors, World Under-18. So even though there's bitter disappointment to lose in this game in overtime, still another step forward to win a silver medal.
Though. I mean, they had 3 golds in the last 12 World Juniors. Yeah. You know, Canada's won majority. The U.S. picks up their 4th in the last 8 years with tonight's win. There goes the coaches. There's Laurie McCullough's going to get his here in a second. Did an outstanding job. I mean, coming into this tournament, everyone thought that their defense wasn't going to be strong enough.
They were not a team that people were saying, hey, they're going to have a chance to win. They got shut out by Canada in the game 1, and people were kind of writing them off, and they just got better and better during the tournament. It's a real testimony to the coaching staff and to those young guys down there who just worked really hard. They were close to it. They were close to it, but Team USA found a way.
Take Team USA to overtime.
Yep.
So you're one shot away, and one bounce away.
So now this is the second place trophy. It gets awarded. You'll see Aaron Kiviharju, Minnesota Wild draft pick and terrific young player. I think we're going to be hearing from him with the Wild down the road. So that's the second place trophy, and he'll take it and bring it over to the bench area. I ended up running into his dad in the elevator last night at the hotel. He had a goal that was disallowed in the game yesterday. We were talking about it, and I said it didn't really matter, and he joked. He said, well, my son scored it. And I said, well, now I get it. You know, but anyway, I mean, he's a heck of a young player. We're going to be hearing from him. Minnesota made quite a nice selection for themselves, drafted him in the second round.
Then you talk about the hotel. It seemed like everybody in the NHL was here for this tournament. Scouts, GMs, former players. It just was a hockey fest of everybody coming to enjoy our great sport with tremendous hockey to watch. Lots of future stars out on the ice for these 2 weeks.
So now here it is. It is time to get those gold medals for Team USA. Second straight year. First time in U.S. hockey history that they can win back-to-back World Juniors. And Sam Hildebrand did not play in the tournament. He'll lead the charge out there, Riverview, Florida. And good for Sam. He's been part of this team for 2 years.
Absolutely.
Goalies, Anthony Slukinski there from Warroad, Minnesota.
Zamora got his. Here comes Oliver Moore, Blackhawks pick.
One of your guys right there.
Yep, from
another Minnesota,
University of Minnesota. There's Jordan Conley.
Yep, Fortescue in there. Connolly, California kid.
Terrance.
There's Aaron Menidian,
who had an outstanding tournament as well.
Love seeing the Jersey guys.
Wow, there's our potentially first pick overall. Higgins. Here comes Leonard. Tournament MVP. Got a few bruises on the nose.
There's Cole Hudson. You got Paul Fisher there.
Number 12, James Higgins.
There's Bernovic on the backside. That's Colin Ralph.
Great to see that. Joey Willis. Yep. There's Max Plant. You can see there Adam Kleber, another Minnesota guy.
And Gopher.
There's the goaltender.
Number 20,
third medal for Trey Augustine. There's Steve who made that great pass in overtime.
Number 23,
DU.
Austin Bernovic.
There's Zemer, terrific job throughout the tournament. There he is. Teddy Stiga, the hero of the game-winning goal from Sudbury, Mass.
And the staff is receiving theirs now, and we can't say enough about the staff and the coaches and the volunteers, trainers, medical staff, team doctor. They're all getting their gold medals and handshakes. And there's a great picture of a few of the guys.
See the coaching staff coming for their
Coach Steve Miller from University of Minnesota. Again, he made that David play. The goaltender, Coach David Lasson. There's Matt Carl from DU.
That's not Matt Carl.
What would I say?
David Carl.
David Carl. I'm sorry. Hey, good one. Because Matt Carl beat him to this. Matt got the first gold medal in the Carl family.
2004.
Yes. There's lots of brother combination. Now David has 2. He's one up his brother, his little brother.
What a career, 35-year-old David Carl has. So now it is time
national anthem of the United States.
for the moment that there's just no words. The national anthem. What a moment. What a moment it must be for those young guys, 18, 19, some 17 years of age on that line. And, you know, some of them had that moment last year, but I don't think that ever gets old.
Bonsoir, Ottawa. Well, we're going to get the trophy handed off here to Captain Leonard.
Close this World Championship 2025 in Ottawa and give the trophy. I would like to congratulate the organization committee for outstanding organization. Je voudrais remercier le comité d'organisation pour fantastique organisation durant ces 2 semaines. I would like also to thank, je voudrais remercier la ville d'Ottawa, City of Ottawa, the government of Ontario who made everything possible to organize this World Championship, and Tourism Ottawa, and also Hockey Canada for sure. But more than that, plus que tout, je voudrais qu'on applaudisse les 350 volontaires, 350 volunteers who made this tournament possible. I know that a lot of fans of Team Canada were sad today and yesterday. Je sais que beaucoup de supporters de l'équipe canadienne étaient malheureux de ne pas voir leur équipe ces 2 derniers jours. Mais je peux vous assurer, I can assure you that Ottawa is a hockey town. Les 2 derniers jours, vous avez prouvé et vous avez montré votre passion sur le hockey, et nous vous en remercions. The last 2 days, you show your passion for ice hockey. So for sure, we're going to come back soon. On behalf of the International Ice Hockey Federation, I declare this 2025 World Junior closed. Captain, come for your cup.
That's a big smile from Ryan Leonard, even with the crooked nose, and he raised the trophy. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That's what it's all about, Tony.
Everybody's going to get their hands on that to celebrate it. It deserved. I mean, this didn't just happen at this tournament. This started way before that. You go back to the coaches at the development program. I can name one of them. Nick Ford had 15 of these kids a few years back. I'm going to go back even farther to Jim Johansson and his contributions to USA hockey in the international tournaments.
Yeah, all
he did
kinds
so
of,
much.
He was involved. Louis Mongeluso, Mike Eaves coaching that first team in 2004. I mean, there's so many people over the years involved in helping develop USA hockey. I mean, the list goes on and on. And I mean, you can see the guys going down by the glass there, the families over there. I mean, what a moment. It's just something special. And Tony, I'll ask you, you played in this tournament in the early and mid-'80s, right? When it wasn't this way for Team USA. Just to get a medal would have been a big deal. And now here we are in 2025, and the team has won a 7th gold medal. They won back-to-back gold medals. They're expected to be in this. It's come a long way.
It has, and it's exciting. So there were lots of players through the 80s. I think we all remember the Mike Eruzione's goal.
Yep.
And what that meant for USA hockey. And we remember the women winning. We remember the sled team winning. We remember Mike Richter's saves in the '96 World Cup team.
Yep.
So USA hockey's had big moments, but it has progressed to this, where every tournament the U.S. shows up, whether it be sled, whether it be women's, whether it be World Juniors, whether it be the Four Nations Cup, the U.S. is expected to win. And so it's totally different. But I will say this, for players that ever put on, if you ever put on a USA sweater, it's different than putting on an NHL jersey. It's different than putting on your college jersey. And to see 25, 19, 18-year-old kids be able to celebrate a victory and sing the national anthem and watch your flag be raised. I think everybody that has worn the jersey feels something special today, that they had that honor in previous years. Whether you're won or not, you're still proud to be a USA player and have worn that sweater and those colors. So for me, watching this, you know, I played this tournament 42 years ago, maybe. And it was a great thrill representing the U.S. And like you said, we didn't win. Like the closest I did was in the Canada Cup. We finished in second. We lost to the Canadian team with Wayne Gretzky in 2 games in Hamilton and the Montreal Forum, and we came close that year. And, so there's no greater thrill for an athlete but to wear your country's color. It's different. It's so special.
And you can see each of the kids taking their turn with their trophy, bringing it over to the families, and now they're getting the sign out there, the champion sign. It's like almost like a Pee-wee tournament when you get the little champion sign. They're piled around. This is one of those pictures that, you know, you treasure it for your life. A frozen moment in time, Tony.
You'll treasure the memories of the relationships with your coach, with your trainers, with the people that were at your hotel, with your volunteers that were here. So this memory, like you said, is going to last a lifetime, and they certainly gave us a ton to be excited about. I mean, what an honor to broadcast this and watch these guys play the 7 games and fight through a little bit of adversity here and there and find a way to be a champion. Certainly well-deserved.
So Team USA gets the gold medal, first time ever, back-to-back gold medals. Got to thank our great producer, Megan Redwood, did a great job with us up here. All the hard-working men and women back in Secaucus, everybody there helping us, you know, bring this to everyone back home in the States. It was just a terrific couple weeks here in Ottawa, and you can see it there. It all comes to that. Look at the parents. Boy. What a moment.
Proud grandpas, parents, teachers, former coaches.
So Team USA, back-to-back gold medals. That's going to do it for us here from Ottawa. We appreciate you watching. Thanks so much for taking the time. Coming up after the break, it's going to be On the Fly with Alexa Landeskog. She's going to recap all the NHL action and all the good stuff from the World Juniors tonight. Team USA, back-to-back gold medal winners. For Tony Granato and Mike Kelly, I'm E.J. Raddick.